Yeah, man. Sound good. Sound real good.
A little ruffles.
Good, yeah,
Rufflish.
man, yeah, man. What up, what up, what up? We're back again. PFC 284.
Coming at you.
Coming at you live, bro.
Coming at you hot.
live. Haas is away from his station right now, to the appall of all of us. And he's back. There he
I had
is.
to get a beer. I didn't know who they were.
They're yours.
They're mine?
Yeah, they're yours.
Okay.
It's your beer, man. It's your
All right,
beer.
now he's going to get another one.
All right, big game. Huge games this week.
We're getting right into it. We're getting right into
on
it.
top of Champions League football that happened earlier this week, we get into the biggest match in England, the old derby, Manchester United versus Liverpool at Old Trafford. In a somewhat anticlimactic match, it ended up 0-0, but there was lots that happened throughout this match. What do you think, fellas?
All right, well, let's talk about the starting 11 for both teams. Liverpool coming out with the Liverpool lineup. Manchester United coming out with the lineup. Scott McTominay getting
Your
in there.
boy!
Scotty Mac.
Scotty boy!
Scotty Mac coming in.
Oh, that's his new nickname now?
Scotty Mac. He's been Scotty Mac, bro.
No.
Scotty got no Mac.
With Matic, we heard today that
Scotty
Matic is
doesn't
out
know.
for about a month with a muscular injury he suffered in training yesterday. So
Yeah, shit timing, man. We lose our rock and our midfield, man. Matic has been brilliant since Ole came in. He's always been a great player. We thought he was tired before, but it just shows his instructions. Now he's been freed, and he's been much more creative. He's popped up all over the fields. So to lose him right before the game, Andreas Pereira started this game as well. Or he came in this game.
came in for
Under Herrera, who went down injured.
I guess
The story of this game,
is
injuries.
the first three half.
Four injuries in this game.
Before we even get to the game and actually what happened, I heard something that one of the commentators said. I don't know if it was during the game or right after the game. They're talking about Jose keeps people packed in. Now that United is more free-flowing, more on the run, opened up, now everyone seems to have hamstring problems. Is that more about the manager, or
That's just-
because,
No, I'll
because
answer
you know
that.
what? Klopp had a lot of people coming after him about the way they play because he could not. The players couldn't keep up running like that throughout the season.
I'll answer that.
Which-
I think it's the part of the season in which we're in. I think if you look at a Klopp
Look
side,
at Chelsea.
yes,
look at Man City. Everyone's going down injured.
I know,
it's
but
just
how
Harry.
many people jumped on Klopp?
Bro, but
People
look at this
jumped
one.
all
It's,
over
hey,
Klopp.
I mean, it
Yeah,
could
that's
be, it
because
could be,
of
it could be a factor. We don't gegenpress. We play with a high tempo and we do press, but it's not.
We're not
I mean,
on the goalkeeper.
I mean,
like
Klopp
you guys think.
was 90 minutes. Like we're going fucking crazy. It's like a tornado.
Guys, what happened
you know?
earlier this week? Champions League was earlier
Yeah.
this week.
In the matches,
You know what I mean?
FA Cup.
like
If games
our next
haven't
game,
played.
we have 2 games. We have 2 days, and then we have a game against. Is it Chelsea? We play Al? I don't even know. But we play a game in 2 days, and then after that we have the weekend game. Like it's just that we're coming to that point where injuries start
Yeah,
to
I
build
think
up, just because of, you know what I mean? Like
Well, I know, but that's why I say again. I'm reiterating.
I don't think it's
what
the
I heard.
manager. I think like at the end of the day, you got to do
It's the
what's.
style. Of
It could
play.
be. I think it could have something
It
to
could
do with
But
it.
you have to
contribute,
give your
but,
team,
you know?
team the best chance to
Yeah.
win every single game. And for us right now, as Manchester United, we're like our high tempo, the way we're going at teams on defense and countering them. That's our best way to win every
Well,
game.
I
But-
totally
but no,
understand.
what-
I agree
what-
with you on that.
what
It's
Huss-
just that when everyone jumped over Klopp the last 3 years about how he doesn't take care of his players, how players couldn't run this way for the whole year. Now United's doing it, and they're getting
Well,
the same results.
how long has Ole Gunnar Solskjaer been managing the club? Not even a year. So I don't think it's fair to come at Solskjaer.
Not even 2 months, bro.
I think-
Klopp got those critics.
Yeah, because
within
we-
a year of being there as
But
well.
we'd seen him at Dortmund, and what happened there with some injuries. We'd seen him at Liverpool as well, so we understand his system too. He admits you have to
Well,
be
I'm
in
saying
shape.
it's similar.
No, what Huss?
No,
what,
I could
hey,
be.
hey,
I'm
Huss.
saying we haven't seen enough. The duration over time under Solskjaer, we haven't seen enough to conclude that it is similar.
But
we don't know.
But we have seen enough to know that United has gone from the team that sprinted the least to at least in the bottom 3 of 20
to at least mid-table.
in the league.
To at least mid-table.
No, I mean, that's where we were at. So we weren't sprinting, we weren't pressing, we weren't doing that for 2 years. So it could play a part in their physical
Yeah, I don't think
fitness.
it's out
You know
of
what I mean?
question.
But is it a major thing? I think it's a combination of things. We
let's-
are playing at a higher tempo.
Another big thing I want to bring up was at the very beginning. Again, we hear people talk about this is where you need the most experienced players in big games like this, and that's where Liverpool haven't made that switch yet.
Get Jordan Henderson,
What I'm saying is,
most experienced guy in England.
Young, exciting players like Virgil, Salah, Mane, Firmino. All these players are young
Nobody's.
And they're
Bunch
excited.
of losers.
Soon enough, they will be that experience, but they don't have as much experience as Pogba or De Gea at the moment. I mean, or even Smalling. But the point
Phil
is
Jones?
that you saw that all of
It's true.
United showed up.
Dude, they
Not
did.
all of Liverpool showed up.
And
Who didn't show up on Liverpool?
don't you call them out by name, bruh? Stop being all.
There were two.
No Mo?
There were two.
Give him
Mo
no Mo.
Salah and Sadio Mane. Those are the two that did not show up the most. And I'm not even going to say...
You want to know why? Because Luke Shaw
I'm
put him in his back pocket.
No, it's not even that, because we already talked about that.
Let me hang
Yeah.
out.
Oh my god, Al's leaving
Sorry.
Sacks hanging big time.
Sorry, bro.
So
I didn't see
Shaw had a great game.
No.
I'll tell you that. But if both of those players are playing at their top rate, Salah's going to have his way.
Oh, yeah, no, I agree.
And what I was saying before was that how many times did you see Salah get the ball with a first touch into space and start running? No. Every time he got the ball, he was...
Luke Shaw was on his ass, bro.
And Salah's doing this thing where I don't know if his legs are tired now, midway through the season, but when he gets the ball, he's trying to rely on being just shifty and trying to get like a 1 yard
He's playing for the
spacing
foul.
You know
and
why?
shot.
Because he gets double teamed and triple teamed every time he gets the ball now. There's a difference. Last year, people didn't really know about him. And they didn't really have a way to stop him. There's a lot more
Actually,
film
I did.
that you watch now. As soon as Salah gets the ball, you need a second man there. Because they don't want him. So I think you have to credit Man United to that. And you also have to put some blame on Salah for not being active enough. It was almost as if like he was kind of resigned to the fact that he was being shut down.
But I
Number
also-
one play, actually, in the beginning of the game, about first 20, 30 minutes, I think Robinson put a ball right across the six, wide open for a tap in. Who was just standing there not moving? Well, Salah. If he just moves 5 feet forward, he's there with just a little tap in.
I think, on top of that, the injury to Firmino definitely caused problems for Liverpool because
The most underrated player in the EPL? You talking about him?
I'm not going to
Who?
confirm nor deny that.
Roberto
But
Firmino?
The most underrated?
Most
hold on.
underrated player
Before you guys
Go
get into
home.
this, before you get into this,
Go home.
Who else? Who's more underrated than he is?
Jesse
Jordan
Lingard.
Henderson.
Jesse Lingard.
Nah,
Lingard, no.
he's rated right where he should
Lingard
be.
missed the
Rat
stay on-
face.
Hey,
That wasn't a
he came off
setup.
injured, but at least he stayed on longer than Lingard.
Okay. Word. Anyways, back to my
Lingard
point.
got subbed on and then
When-
subbed out.
All right, 15 minutes later.
When Firmino-
15 minutes later.
When Firmino got
Say Cali in and out.
Here we go, bro. When Firmino got off, I thought that's what affected the two wingers. Oh my God.
Here's an underrated player. More underrated than Firmino is Wijnaldum. Easily. Wijnaldum.
Why not?
Ouija?
Ouija. According to Tiki, he's top five.
That's a good shout, but it's again.
He's more
it's
underrated
not-
and he's better.
It's not.
Maybe not. Different player.
Because like when we said Henderson, Fabinho can come in.
Fabinho-
switch him out.
Fabinho?
And then, wait, when Ox was
Fabinho?
healthy,
Furby?
Ox could take over for Wijnaldum like that.
What about
But
Iwobi?
nobody can replace Fabinho.
Nobody.
In the false nine role for Liverpool. He allows Mane and Salah to be the heroes. He just does the dirty work, the defensive work.
Give my boy
the
Solanke
passing.
a chance. No, I'm just kidding. Look, Huss, I don't think that's the worst shout, dude. I think Firmino is underrated. You have to compare him to where his talent is and how we see him. I
Like,
think a lot of
top
people
five,
see Jordan
most
Henderson
underrated.
as trash. I think people are like, why is he even on this Liverpool team? Some people understand the role
He's
he
in
plays.
the
He's
game
the
sometimes.
captain. Dude, for me, his ability to put out fires and prevent counterattacks, that's one of the most important things he does for your team. He'll intercept the ball at the right time, help you maintain possession in your attacking half. But as far as this game, Man United, injury bug. You want to talk about the injury bug? Martial's out hurt. Alexis Sanchez came on. I mean,
Garbage.
Dude,
he was
Lingard
flat.
Lingard subbed on for an injury and then got subbed off with injury.
Yeah, he got subbed. He got
Juan
subbed.
Mata as well.
But dude,
right?
the Lingard
Guerrero.
sub.
my God.
Rashford stayed on the whole time, which I'm actually going to give him probably player of the match because
He's a beast.
He was, but just because he was able to stay on injured and he was still making runs, his toughness.
No, I agree.
Through the roof.
I agree, but like,
Actually, maybe Alex.
I 100% agree with Mark. I think that's very impressive, especially for someone who's like 20, 21 years old. You know, staying in the game. All he said, his ankle looked like a balloon after the game. So, like, obviously it's an ankle injury. But I think it still goes to Luke Shaw, man. You take out the most important piece that Liverpool have in that team.
Not most important, but most dangerous.
No, definitely their most important, bro. He's definitely their most important player.
yeah, no.
I don't know, man.
Regardless,
without-
Luke Shaw shut him down. Luke Shaw literally
I
shut
thought
him
Ashley
down.
Young also had a good game.
He shut Mane down. Number
You know what I
3.
mean? So the
Okay.
fullback, that was the key matchup. Could United's fullback stand up to Liverpool's
Lindelof had a
terrible
great
front
game.
three.
Chris Smalling had a great game.
And you know what? Man United actually, it's a 0-0 game.
Scott
But they
McTominay
were
had a
pushing
good
on.
game.
Liverpool actually, you guys probably should have lost this game.
Well,
Hey,
show
there he
off.
is. There he is, coming in with the ugly ass jersey. What is
He's
that?
wearing the
Chris Smalling back there?
Let's talk about that
Tiki
real
just
quick.
walked in, ladies
I
and
remember-
gents.
I believe he was the first sub that came off.
Whatever it
And
was.
in a way, I think United might have got lucky with that. Because you saw already, which he should have got a yellow card, Matip goes to the top of the box, goes right through, Underhill takes him down. That should be a
Now,
yellow
are you
card.
just gonna just wheeze by that Matip brilliant dribbling?
Whoa.
If that's Messi splitting
What I'm
four
saying is,
dudes,
I
or we
don't care
jocking them?
What point in the game? I don't care how many fouls he already has or he doesn't have. That's a yellow card, and then
It is.
Herrera should have been a yellow card in 5-10 minutes into the game. And with his mentality and his fuming mentality, shall we say, he would have got another yellow.
Potentially.
Why do you hate on this?
like that's a guarantee.
It's
What
potentially.
an assumption.
Yo,
Yes,
Matt,
we saw the same thing when
Hey,
he faced Hazard.
that's one time.
That was one time, and the other time he had him in his pocket.
Look, I love the fact that.
No, we're gonna rely on the
I
one
like
time.
The way he plays, but at the same time, if he gets an early yellow, there's a good chance he's getting that.
There's
second
always a
yellow.
good chance, but there's a good chance.
Not with
anyone.
him, dude.
Yes.
I mean,
No way.
he's a very intelligent. He's like a poor man's Michael Carrick.
If you want,
And I'm not saying in terms of his play. I'm talking about his mind. Like he'll make the ball that no one expects to play, and it'll somehow work. And I remember the prime example was against Northampton like 2 years ago. He played a ball, and he was like, Rashford's going to score this. Goalie makes an error, and Rashford scores.
He's so good. I remember all you guys saying that it should be Matic, Pogba, and Fred starting in the middle. At the beginning of the season.
I mean, that's-
I'm wrong.
Hey,
Say I'm
what's
wrong.
happened to Fred?
Say
Where's
I'm wrong.
Fred at? Why
That's
can't
what's
Where
happened.
was he? Was Fred there?
That's what
Fred
happens when you have
Arnold?
midfield quality, bro. When you have too many options in midfield, like I don't know.
Dude, I don't know why the focus is on anti-United. When Liverpool, we used 3 subs. We don't have Martial.
By the
we
way, if you
lost
don't know,
Lingard.
Tiki's in the
that
cut.
helps you, though.
Tiki's in the
That helps
cut.
your psyche.
It didn't
That
help
helps
us
your
at all,
mentality.
dude. It didn't help us at all.
Let's say that
Dude, we had Pereira
that starting
McTominay
11.
versus your starting
That starting
Champions
11
League
still
team,
was
and you
starting
guys
11.
didn't score
Wait,
zero.
see,
No,
wait,
it's a
wait,
good.
Hussy,
It's a
Hussy,
good.
stop,
it's a-
Hussy,
Roberto Firmino.
Hussy,
Bullshit.
Hussy,
dude. You lost
stop,
the- You guys were
Hussy,
struggling
Roberto
before
Firmino
that.
is more
Hussy.
important
Then Salah.
Hussy.
More important than
Salah.
Salah. More important than
Pereira.
the fucking.
Roberto Firmino is more important than all those.
Than
guys
Salah.
together.
More important than Salah.
No, but he's more important than
No,
Mata,
exactly. So you
Pereira,
still had your
Lingard.
40 goal scorer.
You still had
By the
Pogba.
way,
Hold on.
absolutely, your 40
you're
goal
missing the
scorer
point, dude.
You still
versus
have
the
to
top
hang
6.
up. We can
8
play this game.
8 games
What?
versus the top 6. He scored 1 goal.
Hussy,
Let's talk
Hussy,
about
hey,
Salah and
Huss,
his
Huss,
chokeability.
Huss, you're missing the point.
Chokeability.
How is it
Coming in hot?
How can you use?
I told you to come in hot, bro.
How can you use 3 subs in the first half and have that benefit your team?
For real.
Oh, how can you do?
And it wasn't. It was
In no
important-
world does that benefit
Hell,
you.
and it was important starters who got off, and
Yeah.
kids came on. McTominay
They
started
weren't
over
the most
Matic.
important. It was Herrera, Mata, and Lingard. It's
Dude,
not Pogba,
McTominay,
it's not De Gea,
Pereira.
It's not Lukaku. It's not Rashford.
Dude,
That's a fair point.
But it's
That's
not
a fair
Martial.
point.
But it's not Martial and Lingard.
It's not
Literally,
Shaw.
all 3
That's a fair
players.
Young.
Look,
Those are probably
Literally-
the three I'd rather lose
Huss,
than anybody else.
Huss,
Bullshit.
you've got to admit that anytime
Let's
a
just
team
drop points.
loses 3 starters, because those players, they may not be star players, you're right in that aspect,
Yes.
but they're
There's a
starters.
reason why they're in the 11
Right,
every
they're
week.
starters.
Exactly.
So you lose 3 starters in the first half, and then Liverpool is not able to take advantage of that. Like,
No, I-
that's,
Like
that's,
one
that's
goal.
bad.
One goal. Maybe United ties it up 1-1.
And Salah
Okay.
got subbed out like the 77th, bro.
Nothing, bro. Salah,
Herrera-
Mane struggled. Mane couldn't
What
get
Herrera
past Young.
does is allow Pogba, like
Yes.
how the old cliche saying from like 6 months ago. We need someone to come in to unlock Pogba so he can go do his thing. Herrera is that guy. Matic and Herrera. McTominay, I thought, did an amazing job doing
Who?
what Matic does. Scotty Mac.
Was he playing?
Oh wow!
Scotty Mac.
Oh, look at this! Look at this turnaround.
Herrera does
This
this
is 180.
the thing where he keeps the play going. He's like the
He's the
Weege
glue.
of the team. He's the
Yeah,
Weege of the
exactly.
team. And Pogba is Pogba. You know what I
I'll
mean?
put it this way though: when
When
subs
Herrera
only
came
happen?
off, look
when
what
do
a-
subs only happen? 65th, 70th. So that's roughly 20 minutes. 25 minutes in. Well, you subbed at 21, 25, 43. It's basically the same thing, but flip the
It's
other way.
not, though. It's not the
Yes,
same thing. Because one of our subs only played 20 minutes, too. By the way, Lingard getting subbed on was, 1, a slap to Alexis Sanchez's face, and 2, the most bad, managerial tactical
Yeah, that
sub.
wasn't-
It didn't make sense. Like, why bring on Lingard that early?
He came in saying that he knew he couldn't do a full 90.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, what is he going to do?
And
Give you
Lingard
60 in the middle?
Bro, Lukaku slid him in there. I was ready to
I don't
rub
think
it in
it was-
Snacks' face. And fucking Lingard.
What did I say?
I don't think it was cowish. I
What
think it
did
was a brilliant save by
What did I say in the group
Ali
chat?
Song.
I literally said that was a brilliant ball from Lukaku. I will give him credit when he deserves it.
For sure.
He had a good game today. On the right wing,
okay.
where he belongs.
Yeah,
No, it's got to
and like
qualify.
that, and with
You always
some
has to
salt.
qualify.
And with some salt.
No, but hey,
Bring me down.
Snacks was going over the top as usual before the show, saying right wing Lukaku. But
I
I,
thought he
lo-
had a great game.
I like Lukaku on the wing, man,
Yeah, look,
because the
he's
guy,
Belgium.
he's 6'3", you can't get near him, but he crosses the ball really well with his left foot from
also
the
has
right
pretty
side.
good
You know,
speed.
like he should be on the end of those crosses because he puts some of the best deliveries.
See,
in.
that's the issue is that he should be on the end of. If he was like 5'8", like
Oh,
high,
be perfect.
System.
Dude, the guy
we
crosses
did
the
have
ball
a 2
so
forward
well.
system, but then Rashford got
Injuries
hurt,
happened.
so
That's
then
what I'm
he had
saying.
to
They
go
had
to
him
right
up
wing.
top. That
Yeah,
would've
they
been
did.
perfect.
Yeah.
The game that he had in the World Cup for Belgium was when he played right wing.
Again,
That's what I'm saying.
hey,
It's not the
that
best
was-
game. It's not the best game. He
Fred,
didn't
that-
score. It's not. He had a good game,
That was
and that was
against-
because Marcelo.
That was Marcel. Thank you. It was against Brazil.
Yeah, this was Robertson.
Yeah,
this
there
was
was-
Robertson.
there was-
I mean, come
There
on,
was no
you
left
gotta
back.
but not at that position. though.
Marcelo.
It was a
no one was
tactical-
there.
it
Yo,
was
chill
wide
out
open.
with this Marcelo shit.
No, Tom. It was tactical with Marcelo positioning. It wasn't
Okay,
because Marcelo
okay.
sucks.
All right,
but it's
all
literally because
Yes.
Marcelo plays
But
left
you
wing.
have to
Exactly.
realize this: Rashford usually has quick speed to get around
Had
the
nothing
big,
this game.
tall center backs. Now, who's normally bigger, center backs or outside backs?
Center backs.
So the smaller outside backs have to.
Yeah, it's
they
a
have to
mismatch.
fight
It's a mismatch.
Lukaku, which we saw with Robertson. Robertson did a good job, but Lukaku, when you pair him up on the outside, he's paired up against a smaller person.
That's
against
why
a
I love
mismatch.
it. That's why it's
look,
awesome.
it's not- it's
That's
not a
why it's
mismatch.
awesome.
Look,
though.
I like
Have
it.
him body.
I like it, but last year he had 26 goals from the 9 position. So you can do both. In a game like this, play him up top next to Rashford. Unfortunately, Rashford got hurt. He wanted to sub out, couldn't sub out. Played basically a false 9 because he couldn't even make runs really behind the back line. But like,
this kid, bro, the mental
Rashford?
fortitude,
Rashford's
son,
still
to-
good.
He's a beast.
to
Rashford's
power
still
through it too. Like,
no, he
it's not
did
the
here
first
and there.
time
But
I've
like,
seen
if
him
you
do
watch them, dog, he was limping the whole
Oh, no,
time.
yeah, he wasn't
Like he
100%.
wasn't 100%.
He had
so,
one
like,
leg.
He's
Exactly.
He's probably 70% outside.
He had one
Nah,
leg.
man, he was.
He's at like
dude,
50.
He
Still,
was at
he's got, like,
50%.
chances to run. He was still running.
Not every time.
On defense,
Not every
if
time.
you look, on
That's
defense, he
like
wouldn't
70%.
move. And on offense, when
Exactly.
he got the ball or a ball played over the top, he would power through it. So that's why you say 50.
If
because
he's 50%, he's coming off the field, dude.
No, but we had no one, or else we would have played 10 men because we used 3 subs.
He's 50%.
He wasn't. He was literally 50%. No,
Us, like a
no
big
running.
part of our game
50%
now
means
with
he's
our
not
press
making
is
any
our number
runs at all.
9 going forward. And Rashford, not once did he, after he got injured, not once did he go and press the ball.
Let's
Not
not,
once.
let's not do
Nothing.
semantics
Alright.
of percentage.
There were
Let's do
still
it.
some balls over the top.
Either way,
Now,
Liverpool-
No, exactly. I'm
beat
saying
out the
65.3%.
That's why
that's the 50. But on the other half is defense. It's a 2.
But also,
Either way,
you guys weren't
Liverpool
pressing that high.
drop fucking points. Drop points in the chase. You guys are buckling. One win in your last 4 games, or no, 4 draws in your last 5, something like that. You guys are winless in a while.
Look,
this is the buckle
it
I was
is-
talking about.
this is the grand
When I said
scheme, though.
Liverpool sure has improved on paper. They're 12 points ahead than where
Yeah.
they were last year, but the mentality is still fucking
and Salah-
lacking.
Salah did an
Still
interview-
lacking.
Hold up.
We were talking
We
about
came
that.
in hobbled.
That's a shot at
You
you.
guys
talking
couldn't
about
even
that.
take us.
We were
that.
talking about
Can't
that.
take us. Undefeated versus the top 6.
So okay.
Okay.
We were talking about this at the beginning, and I was agreeing with you guys that the big thing I said was that the commentators were talking about how this
How
is where
Liverpool
you need
suck.
experienced players. This is and
Choke
right
artists.
now we have young.
Exactly.
Up-and-coming stars.
Absolutely.
We don't have that experience. stuff.
You're
We
not
don't
a
have
championship
as much-
team,
We don't
bitches.
have the power.
But your
or the-
experienced
hey,
players
we're
are all
experienced.
important players.
But we have Salah Mane.
What experience does Pogba have?
World Cup
Cha-
final,
Champions League
Juventus.
final.
Juventus.
Yeah, that's a fair
He
point.
got mad.
Fair point. Look, I'll give it when it's wrong,
But
for
the
sure.
thing is, like, we saw with Salah and Mane today. Mane is super inconsistent, and
Salah's garbage.
Look,
no, Salah's not garbage, but right now
Against
he's
top 6, he's garbage.
Bro, here's
Because
the
when
thing.
Lukaku does that, Snacks is all over him. Lukaku
leading
doesn't
the
score.
goals, right?
Pad
Hey,
statter.
wait, hey.
Salah's a pad statter. Can we say this season he's a
when
fucking pad
Ibrahimovic
statter?
isn't scoring
Nah.
against the top 6?
Thank you.
Oh,
Everyone brings up the
I
stats.
can't, I can't say pad
Look.
statter.
Top 6, 1 goal. 8
Okay.
games,
No,
1 goal.
But where's
Again,
his
this year,
team
yes.
sitting? If he
No,
was just
that's
a
fine.
stat
But
pattern, then his team
Lukaku,
wouldn't
where's
be
his
doing-
team sitting too? Lukaku,
Alright.
where's his team? Like that's
I'm not
the argument.
the Lukaku shitter on, so that you
That's-
can pass that over
you're
here.
trying to defend Stacks'
No,
point.
I'm not. If you want to talk about clutch and like, okay, who rises up in the big moments, that's different than calling him a stat pattern. That's what you said. That's
A
what I'm
stat
responding
pattern
to.
is basically when you're playing weaker opponents, that's when you
That's
get
when
your
you get your
ducats.
numbers.
You're statting your pats.
I don't think that's necessarily it, man.
Padding your stats.
No, look, he's still good, man. He's still
And
world
look-
class. He's still the top player in the EPL. So
But when
like,
it comes to the big
but
games,
that's a
it's that bad,
critique.
though. But
He sees
That's
the
a
lights.
critique on his
Yeah.
game. Exactly. When
Okay.
it comes to the big game.
What you can't say, look, in the grand scheme, hold on.
What did you guys
In the
say,
grand
Shaw? You
scheme
said
of things-
Shaw needs to be replaced. The best fucking player in the EPL, Pocket. Hazard, same thing with Ashley Young, Pocket. Like, you're saying these guys need to be replaced?
Who
Well,
said
sure, like, they need to be-
replaced?
No,
They said
you-
challenge.
Oh, no,
I
you
did
said
it.
replaced
I
in the
said
starting
replaced.
11. They should stay on the club, but they shouldn't be starting.
Well, we should look to get someone
Shaw
better.
got man of the match.
Look to get someone better.
What I'm saying is look to
But-
someone challenge him. Shaw is on the ascension. Have someone challenge him for sure, but I think Shaw
I'm
deserves
just
to start.
questionable
I think
about it.
Shaw's,
No,
He
and
can
that's
still
fine,
play
man.
well.
You're allowed to be. You're allowed to be.
Shaw is an inconsistent player, but
He's
like
not.
No.
He's injured. That's what makes him inconsistent.
But I
When he
think-
starts, dude, he produces. No one beats.
The
Not
problem,
no one.
the problem
but-
with Shaw is that, like, especially in this game, and I'm sure there was instruction that said stay back a lot more than going
course, he
forward.
played
He doesn't
Salah.
really bomb on, go forward, and play the
He
final
does
ball.
when Martial's there.
he
He
does.
100%
He bombs
does, dude. He bombs on. He
Look,
he
my
creates.
listen,
I like
hey,
Shaw.
listen.
I
There's
think
no
Shaw's a good
Martial.
team.
Can he stay
My
healthy?
problem.
You guys don't
my
want him in the
problem.
11.
Listen,
That's my fucking
This is
beef.
man
Man of the
fuck-
match.
Hey, this is my problem.
I voted for him for
Shut
man
the
of match.
fuck up. This is my problem
Let
with
him
Luke
know.
Shaw. Okay,
Let's go.
love the guy, but this is Manchester United. We're in the final third. We need fucking Danny Alves on the ball,
No,
not
we
fucking
don't.
Luke
in
Shaw.
In the final third,
Final
we need
Shaw? Shawshank
We need
Redemption?
Martial in the final
Hey,
third.
hey.
We need a healthy
But hey,
winger.
dude, you saw it in the Champions League when Luke Shaw had the ball in the final third.
Dude,
he
it was-
fucking
it was only when
he
Martial
may as well
was
have
gone.
like, the
Done,
fucking
but
ball
it's-
boy out there with the ball at his foot.
Hey,
Look,
man.
look, guys, we can't
need
talk. We
someone
can't spend
who's
30
fucking
minutes on
line
this.
the pocket and
defensively,
We can't-
defensively,
in
he's
the
got it
grand
for days.
scheme of things, Liverpool went to Old Trafford. They came away with the point. Well, should they have been favored to win this game, especially due to the circumstances? Yes.
All the hype.
It's not the worst result
No,
in
it's
the
not.
world.
It's not.
But
It
you know,
dropped
you got to
points.
take some shit for it.
But
Yeah, you gotta
stumbles
take
are
some
on,
shit
Huss.
for it.
Stumbles are fucking.
Stumbles are on, but it's also again a new age
damn.
in EPL.
A new age,
If
a
they
new,
finish,
a
let's
new
say-
time.
Let's say they finish, they draw some, they win some. If they finish the year with one loss and don't come in
Who?
first, Liverpool, they only have one loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And
losers.
Alright, stop
They're
qualifying,
losers.
not winning it.
They're losers if they
One
don't
thing
get
is-
first with one loss.
That's outrageous
Qualify.
how much this EPL.
It would be crazy.
No, but that's exactly
It
what
would
I
be
said about
crazy.
United. Like, Man City last year broke 13 records, guys. And you guys were like, well, Man United's aiming for second, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it's a freak year. If Liverpool gets one loss and they still lose the title, then you got to cut Man United a break from last year
Nah,
because
Man
City
U
won
looked
by
ugly.
19.
It's not just math. It's not just math.
not just
Liverpool
math.
actually
100
looked like threatening to win
But
the
that
league.
means nothing when you're spending
it means
half
something.
$1 billion. It doesn't.
No, it
For me,
does.
it's about silverware.
Yeah,
The same way you
yeah.
crucify Tottenham. Tottenham looks great, but they don't win shit. So
No,
who
they
gives
don't.
a fuck?
They don't. Well,
Liverpool
if-
look great. They don't win shit. Who gives a fuck?
The fans do. Clearly,
Sure, the fans
the
do,
fans do.
but the non-fans
The
don't give a
fans
fuck.
do.
Of course, the fans care.
and
Just
and
like
it
the
matters.
Tottenham fans care.
Aesthetics is
Fuck
part of it,
Liverpool.
dog.
No, it
Aesthetics
is
part of it.
but it's not everything.
I never said it was.
No, not
You
everything.
said it's nothing.
It's not.
You
the
said
most
it's
important-
nothing.
For me, it's not. For me, it's
You know
nothing.
what I'm saying?
For me, it's nothing. Silverware, you can play the best footy if you're not winning
I
silverware.
agree with that, but that
For me,
point,
aesthetics
that
is
point
like
moot.
2%, bro. It means like for me, it
Yeah,
means nothing.
if you're automatically going to win, but it is a factor. It's always a factor, and whether you win, lose, or draw. If you win ugly, sometimes it doesn't
The end of
but
the
they're
day,
not winning though.
At the end of the day,
They're not winning
at the end of the day, when you look at everything, Man United, I think this is a good result for us.
for sure, dude.
Considering,
For sure.
Considering, we lost midweek against PSG. I mean, we battered Fulham. We did batter Fulham, but like at the end of the day, there's a good result. We're still in the top.
Bad at
400.
Chelsea, man. We talking
You know
about
what I
we're
mean?
back.
And what I love about Solskjaer is that when I look at his comments after every game, it's
Yeah.
always top 4 isn't enough. I love it. I love how
That's awesome,
ambitious
yeah.
he
Dude,
is.
look who taught this guy. Sir Alex Ferguson taught this kid everything he fucking knows about the game.
Oh, give
essentially.
him the pregame talk and everything.
But I mean, that's why you bring in the guy who taught you. Like he watched this guy
got
for
that
over 10
exactly.
years. How he ran
And
the
he's-
club, how
and
he
he's
coached, how he
smart,
man
where
managed.
He allows like guys
what he
like
said.
with like Mike Phelan to come in.
Yeah.
Like bring
Experience.
bro.
He
I
understands
have to
where
say
he's
this:
lacking.
sacking Mike Phelan might have been the worst thing that could have happened
That
to us.
Moyes did.
Besides,
David Moyes sacked everybody, dude.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
He is.
And
That's why he had such a hard time adjusting.
Exactly.
This is the first time since Sir Alex has left that we're
Agreed.
we could say that we were on the ascendancy with Jose. We won trophies. We finished
No,
second.
we weren't on the ascent.
but we were getting
yeah.
solid results, but
Yeah.
we weren't on the ascendancy. This is
Agreed.
like the first time
Agreed.
we're like,
Well,
we
you
were
were
11
you were
points.
ascending with them because you also finished second.
Yeah, that's like where you can argue that, but like when
That's
you're
where I
11
sit, yeah.
points clear off of 4th place, and now you're in the hunt to get top 4. And to be honest, kind of looking likely to get there depending on how results go and stuff like that.
sure.
Injuries, man. Injuries,
Sorry,
bro.
Tom.
I'm sorry about the injuries.
Hey, anything can happen in the league.
Sorry about your injuries.
That's what
Listen,
gives me
I saw
comfort.
Scotty Mack, and I thought we were going to lose today. Scott McTominay had a blinder of a performance.
Yeah.
With that in mind, anything can happen in the league.
And talking injuries about this game, I'll tell you what, I knew that we weren't going to lose this game the moment that Daniel Sturridge came on. I knew he was safe.
He's not
Whenever
the
that
right
injury,
player for this
he's not the right player for it.
And then you see his first shot.
Dude, I was like, keep
Go
on.
back
Like,
to
all
that.
right, 0-0.
At an angle. He still got it on target.
What's wrong, Huss? Abandoned him at the door.
And the thing
Yeah,
is,
he
like,
did.
I say that, but then against Chelsea, he also scored like a 35-yarder.
Outside the boot.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
Inside.
That's-
It was also weird. It was like curved.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I thought it was
But the problem is
Goal.
that's not enough, man. Scoring special goals once in a while for a team like Liverpool who's trying to win a Champions League, who's trying to win the league. You got to have a guy like Gabi Jesus off the bench. Not specifically that talent.
But Tiki,
like
if
Sturridge and
he
Origi.
runs too much, he's going to get injured. So he's got to do fucking two-step shoot.
Sturridge and Origi is not enough, dude. Like, you guys got to
Thing,
be.
though, about Reed.
Salaki.
When I saw him coming on, I almost text you guys, like, really, this is the guy that's going to come on?
No, that's
But
Tom's
he- but
boy,
he
you're
looked-
right.
But he looked better than Salah. Because he brought energy. He was taking people on 1v1.
He did.
And,
Zion,
and not
man,
only
he can
that,
play.
but
Salah's
I knew
garbage.
that I had a strong feeling in my stomach that Liverpool
Yeah.
were going to draw this game, lose this game.
No, not in your predictions, though.
No. After 45 minutes,
You had Liverpool winning.
because I'm talking about because I saw all those injuries. Liverpool did not take advantage of those injuries time, and then also Rashford is hurt on the side. They didn't go after him, and then also we get the handball by De Gea in the box.
Dude, that
What was that
great.
BS, bro?
That was so great.
Does everyone know what Liverpool's doing right there? Pretty much, you pass, you stop it, they shoot. What about that pass? Instead of Fabinho stopping it, let it go through your legs, top of the box.
Oh
Someone's wide
man,
open.
you
What I'm
should
saying
be
is-
coaching Liverpool.
Thank you, Al.
But no, the thing is, like,
We all knew it was coming.
No.
We all knew it was coming before the shot was taken, is what you're saying.
Yes, and we saw creativity with United with their free kicks and their set pieces. Liverpool had nothing. They just...
Yeah, they were flat, man. They were flat. Look, the pressure. Look, Salah
pressure's
did an interview with Jamie Carragher discussing the pressure and the expectations now of being in the EPL, like, favorites, essentially.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I am human. We are human. You do feel these things. So,
Pussy.
like you were saying, if you don't have that experience of winning the league, maybe in
You don't
other
have-
leagues, you tend to crumble when the
But you
when the
don't-
And
moment
you don't
gets
have
hot.
and you don't have the experience of leading
Yeah,
in the league.
in those
They're
moments.
used to chasing.
And we saw the same thing in the Carabao Cup
There's
Final.
so many more things to talk about.
I know. I try to transition.
Before we
I try.
before we transition, on that note, I just want to also highlight the home fans. It was
Class.
it was almost a hostile environment for Liverpool to come into.
You're really going to give shout-outs to the fans?
No,
Why
I'm-
not? They give
I'm-
Anfield a shout out.
But the
I'm
problem
just saying, man.
is that, like, a
The
narrative
energy-
that's been going on is that,
Yeah.
like, the United home base, like, Old Trafford has been, like, proper garbage the past few years.
Yeah, not
Now
for like
it's
the last,
done-
like, 10 weeks.
Yeah, but, like, in recent memory, the past couple of years since Sir Alex left, the energy hasn't been there. Like, there's some fans, when I went to Manchester, this guy who's like, yeah, I'm not going to the game today. I go, why? He goes, I don't go to home games. I only go to away games. I go, why? And he goes, the atmosphere of Old Trafford sucks. Like, that was, like, an actual thing, like, a
Yeah,
couple
but
of years ago.
can you do that against Crystal Palace at Old Trafford? Are you going to do that
100%.
against Liverpool? It's a given. It's like
100%.
Arsenal fans against Spurs.
So far, yes,
Yeah.
we can. So far, yes, we
Absolutely.
can. When Jose was there, it was up in the air, bro. It was
Yeah.
up in the air. Questionable.
Hope is gone.
Now,
Big question mark.
now, yes,
You
we
were
can
winning.
do it
I'm
against
just saying,
Palace.
keep the
Yes,
same
we can
energy
do it
against
about-
Watford.
Yeah, we
That's
do,
what I'm
though.
saying.
We do.
Well, you haven't been.
For the
You've
last
chosen.
11, we have.
For the, yeah, all right.
Living
last
in the
11.
present. Yeah.
Carabao!
Let's do it.
All right, Tiki, you take the lead on this one because I'm pretty sure none of us watched the game besides you. We saw the penalty
Way to rat
shootout.
us out, bro. How you ratting us out?
What do you mean?
We could have
You
faked
watched
it till we made it. Yeah, we could have faked it till we made it.
Snacks, I don't know why you got thrown under the bus like
I
that.
know.
I mean, I was
I never
watching
throw
the
Huss
game.
under the bus.
Snacks is new to broadcasting, yo. Well, it was a 0-0 game. Entertaining game here. A lot of controversy. VAR. Aguero scores a goal. VAR looks back on it. It looks like it should have been a goal, but it wasn't called a goal.
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
Peace. This mic.
Am I not in? That's all right. I got to leave
Anyways,
anyways. Oh, there I am. I'm back
There
in.
you go.
I'm back in. And this meant everything to Chelsea. City, they could live and
They can
die
go
with
and win the
it.
league,
This
they can
meant
win the FA Cup.
everything to Chelsea.
Agreed.
Because this
Yep.
is the only thing they have really like at the grasp of their hands. They're gonna go for this, and then City's like, no, not today,
dude. And it was close, man. I got to give Chelsea respect. They got smacked for 6 2 weeks ago by City, and in this game, they were very dangerous, man. As soon as Hudson-Odoi came on, it was a different story.
Kaloum!
Loftus-Cheek too, man, just spun the shit out of Kyle Walker, guys. If they don't,
how beautiful was
I'm
that?
sure Bleacher Report has it somewhere out there. Loftus-Cheek turning the ball in midair,
dude. But then the
180
through ball.
degrees. The through ball was slightly offside.
Granted, it was like he had a whole. All he had to do was hit a barn door, and he could have made a great pass.
It was a great pass, but he was offside.
Hazard
was offside.
It looked like who was playing at the bottom of the screen kept them on.
Yeah, it looked like that, but
Zinchenko,
they showed VAR.
They had VAR?
Yeah, they had VAR for Carabao Cup. So he was offside. The Aguero one,
but the linesman's really going to call it like that.
Dude,
that's
they're
the
beasts,
thing.
man. The lineman's a beast.
Nah, he
bro.
just benefited out defense, man. Looked like it was
You got
horseshit.
it right there, but no. So controversy here, massive
dude.
controversy.
Oh my god, I was so confused. I was so confused.
Extra time, 118th
What the fuck
minute.
was Kepa doing?
So Kepa gets hurt.
I was
Goes
looking
down.
at highlight reels of Ospina.
Now, Ospina does it right,
the
though.
ground.
Ospina does it right. Don't
So
throw
Kepa
it
went
down,
man.
twice.
Ospina
He went down twice with cramps.
Kepa, the Chelsea goalkeeper, asked to do a lot in this game, keeping Man City out of the back of the net. Goes down twice with cramp and injury. They treat him a couple of times. Then I think they decide, okay, we're going to sub him. But obviously Kepa, being a competitor, is like, nah, I'm not taking the sub. So Caballero is sitting on the sideline.
He's about ready to come in. He's on
The last
line.
time, by the way, they were in the EFL Cup, Caballero made 3 saves to win Chelsea.
What was I saying? I couldn't
decision.
I couldn't put my finger on. I feel like this guy's made some good saves in the past for penalties.
So here's the debate.
Huss
The
also
debate
got the
is
first 3 saves correct.
For Man City.
Nice.
Not even just saying left or right. I said bottom left or bottom right. I got
in the air, 90-degree angle.
I said everything.
Too bad you can't do that in FIFA, bro.
Yeah, I can do it in real life.
So basically, the question is: was Kepa being subbed because he was hurt, or was Kepa being subbed because of a tactical decision that Caballero is better at PKs? That's the issue. So if he was being subbed because he was hurt,
if I was sorry,
back the player.
I would have went on the field, grabbed him by his ear, and dragged him off the field.
I think he was
left the game.
He was time wasting with injuries, just fucking milking it too long. Like shit, I think he's actually injured. So they go, we're gonna sub him. He's like, no, I'm fucking fine. I was just
don't you tell your trainers that while you're on the ground? Though
he didn't look injured when he was.
You tell your trainers,
and he didn't look injured in the penalty shootout. He looked fit. Like I think he was just fucking.
But he
time
stretched
wasting.
after a couple of
I just got a
saves.
notification.
Oh, he was stretching for like 10 minutes, but I think it's part of
I just
the
got a
fucking.
notification from ESPN, and Sarri wanted to remove him for tactical purposes.
Wow.
He says Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa, whatever his last name is,
Kepa.
wins out in bizarre standoff with manager Maurizio Sarri, who wanted to remove him in extra time.
Well, there you have
Which
it.
the way they word that like announcement makes it seem like Sarri wanted to put Caballero in for
But if that's the reason, why don't you just say no? Get off the field.
They tried.
He said
He
no.
said no.
Yeah, no, but
no,
you
come
can
on.
still tell him to get
What
off
are
the
you gonna
field.
get
So
a
they
medical
did.
team to lift him up?
No, you get the referee to say, "Hey, escort him
No,
off the field."
the ref literally went up to him, and Kepa was like, "I'm not."
No.
going. Huss, this
I'm not
wasn't
gonna do it.
isolated.
I know,
like,
but
this was a random. The only way he was getting off the field is literally if someone physically
had to
grabbed
drag
his
him.
hand.
Yeah,
And
you
Huss,
you
know
tell
what the crazy
Aspie
thing
and
is?
David Luke.
He let a PK squirt under his grasp.
Thank you, bro.
Under his
If he
grasp.
made the saves, he's
Then
a
it's
hero.
all good.
It's
It's
one of those where like you're in the Super Bowl.
You're on a breakaway. It's 2v1.
On 4th down in the first fucking quarter, and you go for it. If you get it, you're a superhero. You're brilliant. Or you go for a fake punt. You're brilliant.
But if you have a
you're smart.
specialist,
but if you miss it,
you have a
you're
specialist.
2v1.
You have
You
a special
saw-
do
you
it.
had tunnel vision on it. He's like, I'm doing this for me. I'm trying to put the team on my back
He
right now.
did come up with one save in that penalty shootout for some
which is-
redemption.
And then Raheem
That's
Sterling
unfortunate.
roofed it on his ass.
And again,
Well,
we
it felt-
talked about, we were making fun of the fact that inside 12 yards or outside 12 yards, which one's it going to be? If it's on the front half of the dot, it's going in. Back half of the dot is not going in. Now, if you actually do out the angle of where you hit the crossbar, if you put it on the back part of the circle, that might not go in. That might hit crossbar out.
That conversation happened in your mind. We never discussed.
I did. You didn't answer that.
PK us no. Don't throw us under the bus.
I
like that.
told you.
Like we have these types of
I told you.
conversations.
I did tell
Like
you.
we don't fucking talk.
I told you. I was like, oh, first front half or second back half? Is it inside 12 yards or outside 12 yards?
Oh, man. I like throwing you under the bus.
going back to Kepa real quick. This is just showing the underlying points. It's the problem with Chelsea.
Yep.
The players are just not. They're not there for Sarri right now.
They don't respect
That
him.
is like an ultimate, like in a way, that is the most ultimate like move of
100%.
disrespect.
I bet Courtois makes no sense.
I don't want to.
He almost left the pitch. He went like into
Literally,
the tunnel.
dude, I was
and then
so
out.
sour when I saw that. I was like, really? You're going to let this goalkeeper make you leave the game?
I know.
Like,
Just
that's
give up
how.
on the game.
Like, come on, you can't
And then
give
what-
up. Like,
Didn't someone say Caballero also went in the tunnel?
Caballero was
doing
like
something?
crying, bro. They had to give him hugs. Man, that was his.
Oh,
world.
really?
He thought he was gonna
all
go
week,
in.
all week. They were like,
Yeah.
if we're going to PKs, Caballero, this is you.
No
Caballero.
chance in the
He's
world
working
if
on
I'm
it
a manager,
all week,
I let that
bro.
happen.
And now it's his time to shine. He's shown last time he was fucking playing in this situation.
hero.
And his teammate, his goalkeeper
He's a specialist.
union
You let
teammate
specialists do special
cockblocker.
things. He's a
Oh, the
specialist.
drama.
That's what he's best at.
Chelsea's
The
fucked.
thing
Only
is,
training
you
can
have
be
him for that.
awkward.
And guess
So
what?
awkward. There's only 3 of you, bro. There's no hiding. There's no avoiding that eye
All right,
contact.
no. But let's say you're all the manager. You're all sorry. What's your body language? What are you doing to get him off the field? Are you
Running
gonna?
out to the pitch myself and grab.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm running on. I'm saying,
Nah.
get,
You
or
don't
at least
even
I'm
need
telling
to.
Aspie to. You're the captain.
he did.
Go
He
escort
said-
him.
no, he
I'll
did.
put a
He
medical
told-
person out there.
He told Louise, but you're not allowed. The ref has to let you
Oh,
on.
yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
He told Louise. Louise went up to him, was like, hand over the mouth, trying to talk to him, and Kipper was just like, nah, bro. No. Like, literally, the
I've
only
never
way
seen
to
this happen.
Never.
I've never seen this happen at a
No,
pro
I
sport.
hey, no,
it's easy
you
to say
see this
should,
happen
coulda,
when-
shoulda.
When you're growing up and the fucking kid's dad's the coach, he's like, all right, Zach, come on. Fuck you, Dad, I'm not going. He fucking just screams at his own
So,
dad.
well, that's
I actually had
I'm
a.
saying,
But, like,
because
even if
it's
that's
the
the
same
I
amount of
actually had this
disrespect,
situation.
Like, you're not leaving the field.
I had this situation where playing like this big like game or something for the league, whatever, and I was just guest coaching, and I was being fiery, whatever. We tied 2-2, and right before the half, I'm talking to the manager. I'm like, "Hey, what do you think?" He's like, "I would sub out the goalies because we had 2 goalies. I had this shorter kid in the second half, taller kid in the first half. The kid comes off the field second half crying. At the end of the game, I realized the manager is the kid's dad. So I'm discussing with the dad about taking his kid out. We put the other kid in, made a crucial save, and scores a PK. We win because I make that switch. But you can't be nice, though.
la-di-da.
You can't be nice. But the thing is,
La-di-da.
if you have tactics there, you got to do it.
Now, Huss,
you gotta-
now that Huss
you gotta
story
listen.
time is
Coach
over.
has come.
We gotta cut your stories out of this
Fucking-
podcast, man. Can we edit that?
Fucking meaningless girls game.
When coach has come off,
Was that national level?
No,
or
no.
what was this not?
No, this is
Someone's
this
backyard.
This is a big game. This was a regional.
Well, we've been talking a lot about
boys.
Chelsea, but let's talk a little bit
16.
about City. They're getting
sure.
their second Carabao Cup in a row.
Yep.
What does this do for them for the rest of the season?
They're getting a fucking quintuple. That's what they're
Dude, for
gonna
me,
do.
it basically
won all the trophies.
It eases the stress. So they're in a title race, obviously, with Liverpool. Liverpool's buckling. Man City still looks the same. Sure, they drop results against Palace and Newcastle. Fernandinho comes off hurt, but they put in Danilo, who plays a blinder at
But
number 6.
Fernandinho going forward, like he's been their rock. I mean, this season and last.
He has, but like I think they can still get away with it with Gundogan. You can put
Yeah.
Gundogan in that position. Sure, Fernandinho's like better, but I don't think much better than Gundogan. And the difference is City has been in this position before, where like you got to put your blinders
They're
on.
in better
focus,
shape, man.
and
Everyone's
get
had
done.
injuries. I'm just
And
saying,
it-
Fernandinho.
But Liverpool
won't
has
affect
minimal-
them too much, but Liverpool's almost. wears
Liverpool
out.
has minimal injuries. They have Trent Alexander outside, and then now they have Firmino. But
Joe
before
Gomez
that,
as well.
but Joe Gomez wasn't like the championship player last year. He's
No,
important,
he was
but
he to me he looked to insert. He was like the Rob Holding of Arsenal. He inserted himself in the starting lineup, young player. We don't know who we would have been, but
That's
he
my
inserted
point.
himself in the starting
That's-
lineup. Got hurt.
that's my point. Like a guy like that getting hurt is like Andres Pereira getting hurt, where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, there's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy.
He's
So it's
breaking
not
in.
it's
Yeah.
not that serious. Of course, you'd rather have Joe Gomez in there doing his thing.
not
and you
Lovren.
assume-
It's not Lovren.
Or it's not Van
hey,
Dijk.
Hey, wait.
Hey,
What about the Hazard penalty?
Fawn's over here. Hey,
Cheeky.
oh, that was
He's a
nice.
hero. That's for
You
Real
should have
Madrid.
heard snacks. Was he blasted? Was he? What do you get? Dude, come on.
neck.
He's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss it. Blast it.
Who's got blasted over
Sounds
the
like, dude, he's gonna put him on his knee. Like,
My
it's a
neck.
sign, bro. He says,
Chipped
That was
it
for
over the
Zion.
goalie.
That was for Real
Now, does
Madrid.
Kepa start next game?
No, if
I don't know if he
I'm
starts the next
sorry-
month.
Yeah, if I'm sorry.
Listen, man, Sorry talked so
Sorry,
much
no,
shit about
not sorry.
Alonso. The next game he put in Alonso. Sorry is a pussy. He is not gonna break up the flow
No,
because
but
of
this
his
one,
ego.
but this
He
one
won't
is a
do it,
big
no.
deal.
He's
And
not
he
a
played
pussy,
Emerson.
man. I wouldn't
I
say
think he's
that.
finally realizing that Alonso's a wing back. The
Man,
same
it took him
treatment he gave.
20 more games than
Exactly.
Actually, it
20
might
more
be a
games than
downfall
it
that he's
should.
not a pussy. Where the fact that he let his
Ego.
his ego, his personality get the better of him at times.
balls.
He'll do the thing
So you
where in the
think
press
Caballero
conference
starts
he'll
on-
be like he'll be like, yeah, it was a little out of hand. We wanted to make this move, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't see.
This dude almost left the fucking game.
I didn't see Caballero crying, man.
You think he's gonna be?
That's so sad.
I would have threw everything on the field.
Sorry, by
He's
tomorrow.
gone. Not that. I think.
No, they said once mathematically they can't make fourth, he's out.
Which is
I would have went. I would have went to the ref and said, "What's the worst that happens if I run on the field?" And if they say red card, I'm like, "Get the card ready." And I would have ran out to him and I would have blasted him on the field in front of everyone.
But Huss, think about now the headlines are even more compounded. So obviously you have a fire, right? You have a fire. Like that situation, a player not wanting to come off. Now you're going to give the cameras an opportunity to watch you try to physically drag off a play. Like the best thing Sarri could do is just remain professional and just let that play have his way.
No one would have known what was going on if he just kept his cool. Like if
But dude,
Kepa
this was
like,
the
no,
fucking plan.
and he
Take
kept
City
his
to
cool.
penalties,
So then-
win
but
on
now-
penalties.
but
This
now
guy's been
as
looking
we-
at tape all month probably.
Now
preparing.
Kepa looks like the asshole, not Sarri. Which
Yeah.
is why it's good Sarri didn't charge on the field, because then it would have been, well, Sarri out of control, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, it's
Kepa's
so
an
tense.
asshole
It's
and
so
everyone
tense in
fucking
that
knows
dressing
it.
room, especially. And in this moment, cup final, like you just saw 0-0 was
Yeah.
6-0. A lot of tension.
Yeah, man.
So this
Chelsea
it
did
built
well,
to that
dude.
moment,
Right?
And like I can't blame Sarri at all.
Not at all.
I mean, for acting the way he did. Like I
can.
as a
I
coach,
can.
man, I'd be fucking furious.
like,
I'd be
nothing
furious
he could-
too, but not to walk into
But
the
dude,
tunnel
man,
and
like
quit.
the
You
club,
quit
the
on
club,
everyone
the
else.
club's not behind you really. Like the players are being dicks. It's just like, dude, like what the fuck?
Yeah, look, Tom, he
dude?
didn't quit. He quit for a second, but like he came back and started.
He came
coming
back.
back.
If you walked
he didn't-
away.
he didn't quit
Dude,
completely.
don't-
But like it was a bitch move
Leave
to
your
like
technical
walk.
area,
Yeah, was
all
a-
that, man.
yeah.
Like,
No, it was a bitch
Like,
move.
come on, man.
Absolutely.
I
Snipes, you
definitely-
wanna slide over.
I do
Don't
not
worry,
like
I'm
that,
sharing
man.
Yeah,
notes.
you want to slide over?
How about you climb over me, man? All right.
Yeah, I'll climb over.
either way, man, PKs were pretty good PKs, man. And again, for City, like you were saying, dude, there's more trophies. Even if Spurs were to win this cup,
Yeah.
I'd be concerned. I'd be like, shit. Because you see what it takes to play. You're going to play a big dog in the final, most likely. They put this shit away, dude. And
This is nice.
City, they did this last year. So this almost feels like good voodoo.
Yeah.
Or good juju. You're like, all right.
It is like we still got it.
Exactly.
We still got
And
it.
we
We're
were
in a
here,
chase, but we still got it.
And we know how to close this
Yeah,
shit out, man.
It's brilliant, dude. It's brilliant. City's building a project. I was rooting
Fine,
for Chelsea to win
dude,
this.
shut up. What are you saying, City Pro? What, you,
No, but like
you don't have to be so flattering. You can,
No,
you
but
can
it's
state it.
No, but
I don't-
all I
I
said
wanna
is
hear you-
City's building a project. It's a fucking fact. They smashed 13 records.
Take the happening. Like, I want just
Dude.
cold hard facts.
You know what it is?
And I
You
said
know-
City's
you know
building
what?
a
No,
project.
colder.
Here's the difference. Here's
It's
the
still too warm, man. Don't
when
fucking
Tiki-
say it in a
Tiki-
good
yeah,
light.
And you guys fucking sit here jockeying
I'm not
Salah and
hey,
Klopp, bro.
I'm not
Fuck
denying
that.
what they're
No,
building, man,
no,
but I can't. I
fuck that.
can't say it.
I need your hardness on Salah, bro. I've been against this guy all year while you guys were on your knees for him.
Dude, who's
That's
on his
feeling-
knees for
All
him?
you motherfuckers, bro. He's
How?
A piece of shit.
Bro, he's a beast.
I think with Tiki,
He's a
Tiki
beast
is just
shit.
like he looks
He's
at
a
like
beast shit.
the way an artist
Okay,
looks at
he's
something,
still a
regardless
beast.
of who it's from. If it looks nice, it looks nice. That's what I think Tiki's coming from. Or you're coming from the United fan perspective. Fuck City, the stupid
Dude,
thing.
I say fuck them to the end of the days, but like I still acknowledge like they're creating. Remember,
I say fuck 'em
from
too,
the
bro.
youth academies to the partnerships in the United States.
But I
like,
think
say
the way
fuck
he
him, too.
describes it is
Yeah.
coming from that artist perspective. Like if I was an artist and I looked at like a Van Gogh painting,
we all know
I
it.
could hate Van Gogh, but I'd be like, yo,
You say a Van Dyke painting? Wow, that's interesting right there.
All right, let's get
I
in
didn't know he
back to the
painted.
Premier League.
Arsenal, I mean, if you missed our episode 2 weeks ago, we didn't want to talk about them, but for the sake of Tom's sanity, we will bring them into the limelight.
Nice and early, Tom.
Yeah, you
Are
wanna
you
talk
ready
about
for
him?
this? Don't
I
really
mean, we don't want
talk
to,
about
but we
Spurs
will
and
for
shit.
you. We will for you.
Shaka Lacazette up in this bitch,
You
man.
said Shaka, so I was like, yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
look,
Shaka
I know.
was
I
in
had to
Boom
just- I had to just
shakalaka,
drop
your
that.
fancy team.
Fuck
Just had to drop that right, bro.
Boom shakalaka.
Sitting in relegation zone.
Don't worry about where I'm
Shakalaka,
sitting, bro. Arsenal sitting top 4 right now.
Yeah, talk to us. Give us the
Yeah,
lowdown,
man.
bro.
Up
Give us
the
lowdown.
goons.
Hey, look, man, this is Southampton, okay? So I'm not gonna wild out, but we did what the hell we had to do, man. I like Aubameyang was playing in the Europa League, so Lacazette stepping up. These dudes, man, it's like
Well,
yin
look,
and yang.
Lacazette
Yin-
was suspended for Europa
Yeah,
That's
League.
the reason why
Hit
you
the
did that.
elbow.
Let's not pretend it was some
I know,
kind
but it's
of
the yin and
rotation.
yang. It's the yin and yang. One dude's out suspension. You know, Aubameyang does work that game, and then this game,
Fuck the yin and yang.
Jamal
Let's
Lee.
talk about Mkhitaryan out here. Goal and an assist for this dude.
Best player
I
in the
know
team.
you don't fucking like him, but when this guy's on the field,
He's
at
a
least
rat.
you have creativity on the right-hand side of the field. Iwobi owns the left-hand side. When you decide to play Aubameyang and Lacazette, you lose that natural midfield and natural winger. Sure, Aubameyang fills in, does work, but there's got to be some better way of getting Lacazette and Aubameyang and keeping Mkhitaryan
No,
and Iwobi
no.
as well.
You play in Southampton. That's why you play Mkhitaryan. Plain and simple.
That's all you got on that.
Also,
one,
which
bro?
doesn't make sense.
Mkhitaryan scored some big goals for us, bro.
Fucking
Scored in the Europa League final for us.
Emery hasn't been playing Ramsey in any like the big games. Plays him against Southampton.
Yeah, because I mean,
What the hell is that?
look,
Mkhitaryan's also coming back from an injury.
Play
as well.
Ramsey every game you can.
no, we know he's going on a free.
Fuck it, dude. You want to get top
You
four?
might as well.
You
If he gets
fucking
injured,
play
it's
the
no
guy.
scratch off your
You need
back,
top
bro.
4, bro.
Look, I think the only reason
Well,
Rambo
I'm not
was in
gonna play him
there,
against Man City, but play him against Southampton.
I think it's
like,
because Ozil was playing Thursday. That's the only reason I think Rambo was in there as the starter. I think if Ozil's, if
Ozil
he
played?
doesn't play Europa
Subbed
League,
on.
he probably starts this game. So we know we need an attacking midfielder. We need because teams we've been struggling to break down teams. Actually, I know like Arsenal, yeah, we score goals, but the past couple of games we've been struggling to break down
It's that
teams with the
midfield,
midfield
yeah.
play. Iwobi, he's looked good at times, but people always
People
want to
are
shut on his final third decision making and
He
not
looked at all
decision
those-
making,
he
his
looked at
end
those
product.
He looked at those people, stuck his middle finger up, and said, "Lick on this, bro," because that was a quality pass to Mkhitaryan.
Dude, look, I like
Speaking
this
of
kid.
it,
He's
on
good.
this.
Speaking of Mkhitaryan, we were talking about it earlier before we started recording. Who won the deal? I think it's pretty clear cut now who won the deal. Arsenal are definitely winners in that deal.
for now.
No, it's
I think it's still
we were,
fortunes
the
could still
scenario. I
change.
think you missed it, but the scenario we were talking about is if Alexi, if assuming everything had happened where he's in the form he is now, maybe a little better, he probably would have gotten like the 500 bags. That's what he would have demanded at Arsenal. And if he was in this form with Ozil not playing and Alexis Sanchez on 500 bags a week playing the way he is, that's almost $1 million in your wage budget. And for us, it doesn't matter. As a United, it doesn't matter. But for Arsenal, who are constantly, if you watch Arsenal fan TV, all they talk about is the goddamn wage budget.
It is.
I'm over it, bro. I'm over the wage budget.
I'm not.
So that's why. And I think Mkhitaryan, he's on 200. Yeah, but he comes in, scores important goals.
Look, he was good, man. I wouldn't say he scores important goals just to generalize it. This dude's been doing this
He's
shit.
been doing the damn thing.
No, man.
Nah, he's been about it.
Ever
Nah,
since
he's
his
been about
return
it.
from
Nah,
injury, he's actually been better.
Productive, man. He's productive. He might not get you.
He's not going to be
10
the
goals or
2020
whatever,
that he
but,
was before he came to United, but he's a solid player to keep in your team.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a good squad player, man. When you're playing teams like Southampton, bring on Mickey. Make sure you.
By the way,
TCB.
his best games at United was when he was a number 10. If you put him at the number 10, you'll get results. He's not a winger.
Who, Alexis Sanchez?
No,
Mickey.
Mkhitaryan. When we put
Yeah, I agree.
beginning of
Plays
last
up in the
season,
middle, yeah.
before we sold him to you guys, we did the transfer. He had 4 assists in the first 2 Premier League games. He was the number 1 rated fantasy player in an app called Targa.
He's good because in that role as a number 10, he has enough speed to
He has,
burn
he has
guys.
it all. He can burn you. He can shoot. And
He
he's
can
got
play the
moves,
final
too,
ball.
and he can play the final ball. The difference is the consistency and doing it at a top 6 level for an entire season.
And if you're going to play Aubameyang and
He's-
Lacazette, you can't fit him in there.
He's one of those guys, man. I really wish Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could have handled him, because in a game like today, there's no need to push, Mata. There's no need to push Lingard. Sanchez struggling. Okay, that's fine. He's a guy who could have at least had some offensive production. Maybe it's still 0-0. Who knows? But he's a guy who's at least dangerous going forward. And you link him with Pogba and Pereira or McTominay, he creates problems. He's not this world-class player he was when he left Dortmund. But he's a guy I'd really wish Ole could have had.
Scoring
his
scorpion
hands on him.
kicks every week,
Every week. That's
Ball
what he
is
does.
automatic.
If you
Look,
played,
man.
if you played it, do it.
Look, again, what Emery's doing with this Arsenal team, I think cannot go understated. He's got these guys actually on the same page. Is clearly lacking in full talent and what he really wants to do, but you can see the plan there.
Moral
he wants
victory.
to play out of the back. He wants to press high when teams are try to maintain possession. No, it's not a moral victory, man. It's a change in ideology. I can actually see the change in ideology, man. For real, from Wenger, at least I can see a sort of different
For sure.
determination.
Breaking news.
The factor means that the tires are still spinning. I mean, unfortunately, just
That's because the owner.
But yeah,
That's 'cause
that's
the
what
owner.
I mean. It was kind of an
moral,
old
yeah.
manager stuck in his ways.
Yeah.
Who was trying to
Of
evolve.
course, it was going
wasn't
to be
moving fast
different.
enough.
Of course, it was going to change.
And the board switched the coach. The coach has a new kind of philosophy he's bringing in, which is great. Needs players, can't get the players, so I think it's still just spinning.
Yeah.
The wheel is spinning.
Tom, I don't mean to take the spotlight away from Arsenal real quick. Sarri came out and said it was a misunderstanding between him and Kepa.
Brilliant. Keep it indoors, man. Keep
There it is.
indoors.
Okay, back to
Couldn't
Arsenal.
throw him under the bus.
Back to
Yeah.
Arsenal.
What do you say in Italian?
Jose
though?
would have fucking
I
lost
didn't look.
No, he would have he's fine.
it. Yeah.
De Gea,
He'll never play again.
Yeah. Dude,
you
no,
won't see him in
problem.
the starting 11 anytime soon.
Right.
Look, man, Southampton, they had some chances, dude.
They did, man.
Our
They were playing.
I
back
think
line's
that's your
still a
big
little
point.
shaky, man.
A little.
I think you
The
guys
back line's straight up shaky. It's your weakest position. Or your weakest, position on the field.
It's your weakest.
Your
It's your
midfield's okay.
weakest
Offense is
section of the
great.
field.
Yeah, goalkeeper is decent. Leno made some good saves. I still think
Kept a
long
clean
term,
sheet, but damn, bro, there's some scary moments.
I still think long term you need to get a goalie. Have Leno be a sub coming in. I don't know who's available. Obviously Oblak, but like I don't think you have Oblak money. But what about what's his name, Areola from PSG, who's right now not getting a lot of love? I think that wouldn't be a bad signing.
He might be a slight bump up from Leno, but I feel like they're around the same.
But as far as potential, though, both those guys could be the next.
Someone
goalies
could
for
win
their
out that
country.
job. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone could win out that job
because Czech is leaving.
Yeah,
so like you need a second goalie, but like it shouldn't be a drop down.
Hey,
a big drop down for
Lee Grant, world class keeper on Man United.
Nah, chill. I don't know about that. Look, what I will say is, and you know, in good times, I hate to bring up like somewhat turmoil, but the Mesut Ozil contract situation cannot be ignored. This is something that will always, it's like an undertone, because Ozil signed on $350 per week at Arsenal. He doesn't want to go anywhere. Unai Emery, he'll play him sometimes he won't play him. He's come out saying that the consistency isn't there in training, and that basically results in him not picking him for games.
That's why.
He's basically saying, not that he's not working hard, it's just it's either he's out sick, he's injured, he doesn't have consistent performing in training. So and Ozil, dude, he's on $350 per week. He's 30 years old, turning 31 relatively soon.
What's the rush?
He's got no rush to go. I think he's got 2 more years on the contract. He's won everything. So like, where's the motivation? Can you push him?
Where do you stand on the Ozil situation?
Whether he should stay or leave?
Yeah. There was a big thing on Arsenal Fan TV I was watching. It was like DT versus some guy, and they were arguing like DT's a big Ozil guy. Like he'll be like, bro, we're getting rid of all these players, and so like we'll get wages anyways. But the other guy was like, if you get rid of all those players and Ozil, you have even more money.
It all depends on where we finish. We finish Europa. I don't think we can sell Ozil.
Yeah.
I don't think we can sell because we won't be able to bring in a player of his caliber.
Even 2 plays. If you could get 2 plays for Ozil, it still won't be the caliber.
Well, if you're the chairman, do you want to sell him or do you want to?
I do. Right now, I want to. Hopefully we make Champions League and we can get some funds from that and then sell him from there or like try figure out.
Because once you're in Champions League, you have a new access to talent. So like United, that's why like my debate with Tom's always like Solskjaer is probably playing for house money, but Manchester United as a club is not.
No, you guys need to make Champions
not coming for Europa, for Europa League football. Douglas Costa's not coming for that. Like a bunch of players we're looking at are absolute studs. Without that top 4, man. So like it is quote unquote moral victory. It is dropping your standards, quote unquote. But it's also a reality.
It is a reality.
Yeah.
There is something to it, and that's fun. So that's why I stand on Ozil. Look, man, I got 3 of his jerseys, as I say this, hanging up in my house.
How does it make you feel?
I got
a little salty.
I don't necessarily
a little salty.
Everywhere.
I don't necessarily agree with that philosophy that if you get Europa, you won't attract the talent. I mean, United brought. I know we had a managerial change. We brought in a big name
Manchester
manager.
United.
Yeah,
it's Manchester. It's
And
Real Madrid. It's Barcelona.
But he was talking about Koulibaly and Douglas Costa. I think
he's not coming. Not with the attention he has right now, bro. He has a choice to go to PSG, Juve, City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. He's not going to choose Man United for
Napoli?
Europa.
Napoli was in Champions League and then they got knocked out, so now they're in Europa League.
Yeah.
So he's seen that Champions League side. So on Koulibaly, I agree. Look, there's no knowing. Yeah. I just think more so he'll look for a Champions League team.
Yeah, of course. There's a chance he could come for Europe, but
like you wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. But
and multiply that with a team like Arsenal, they don't have like ever flowing money like United. We haven't won as much as you guys, and it looks a little bit unstable. Is Emery gonna work?
The fans are unhappy.
Was it Mislintat? Yes,
Sven
Mislintat. He wants to bounce.
He already bounced. He got fired.
So come on, bro. Like the clubs, we still haven't figured out. Making Champions League is crucial to Arsenal. I think the best way we do it is actually going to be doing it through top 4 instead of winning the Europa.
That's the best chance. I mean, right now, everyone's played 27. Actually, I think Chelsea's played 26.
No,
everyone,
maybe Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea's got 26 right here. Like Arsenal
I
sitting
think-
legitimately in third place, even
But
if Chelsea
do
won.
they have the legs? Do they have the legs to go the full campaign for top
Look, they
4,
might-
or are they better off going through the cup?
I think they're better off going.
I think
for
they
top
could win the
4.
cup, man. They
Dude,
get the
got
players.
Atletico in
Bro,
there.
You
Atletico's not
Have
in
you
it.
seen the teams in
You
there?
do,
Atletico's
but you
not in it.
don't.
Oh,
sorry,
now that
Atletico.
Napoli's in
Napoli,
there,
Napoli,
Sevilla, man.
Sevilla,
My bad.
Chelsea are still in
Valencia's
it.
up in there.
Valencia.
Bro, I'm
There's
telling you,
legit
it's-
teams in there, bro.
it's-
It's not one
it's
of
not
those.
murder's
I
road-
know
row, but-
Inter's in there.
There's good teams, bro. There's good teams.
It's a
who-
harder road than fucking beating Brighton on a Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, it's less games for sure, but like, their focus should be the fucking top 4 because
listen,
it's within
the
reach.
Chelsea, United, and Arsenal are all going to win about the same amount of games against the lower sides for the rest of the season. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
We're both are all going to lose one. We're all going to win.
Yeah, I got you,
It's
I
going
got
to be
you.
about the same. It's going to even out roughly.
And
But
It's gonna be the matchups when we play each other that's gonna matter.
When Arsenal plays Chelsea, when
yeah, but like
United plays.
that's why the league is important because they're literally legitimately in 4th right now. If they were
But if
3
you
points
slip
off
up
4th
against anyone, and then you face a big boy,
yeah, but like
Chelsea or United,
Yeah, but we could beat. We could potentially beat a big boy.
exactly
Chelsea
We've done
United,
it. Yeah, we beat Chelsea
They beat
this year.
Chelsea. Yeah,
That was ridiculous. That
And
was-
Chelsea
that
suck
game was
right now,
bogus.
dog.
You won't beat us though.
We might.
no, they didn't. We played twice.
We might.
They didn't beat us.
And we-
We
'cause
beat
No,
they-
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
beat
they
in
can't.
time.
They might not beat us.
But the thing with Arsenal is our attack is crazy. So if
Yeah.
we get it right on the right day,
Yeah.
we can hit anyone for 4 or 5.
Yeah, same thing with us, bro.
Yeah, you'll probably score 3
And we
or
can
4
defend
against us, but
we
we
can
can
keep
score
Liverpool on
5
a clean
against
sheet,
you.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Come on, bro.
I missed that, bro. That was
Anyway.
all United blubber right there, man.
Moving on
Well, look, Arsenal still has to play Tottenham and United.
at the Emirates, bro.
tricky,
You
but
know,
like-
if Lingard's there, bro, it's over. It's a wrap.
Like if they were 2 points, Al, I'm
Yeah,
with
he's
you.
gonna
But if
come
they
in
were
and then
2
come
or
right
3
back
points
in.
off,
Now he's gonna moonwalk
fourth,
the Emirates, bro, on the
then
dance
I'd be
floor.
like, okay, you're probably better off focusing. But
Too
they're
soon?
legitimately in 4th. Why not just push it as hard as you can?
Either way, they're not getting it.
I hope not.
That's just all
dog, I hope not.
haterade. That
No,
was
of course it's haterade.
Dude, you guys
Fuck us,
don't.
no.
You have no depth, dude. Your best center backs are Socrates, my boy, and
Liverpool
whoever
had
else you can
Koscielny.
string together
Hey
next
man,
to him. Koscielny's
Liverpool had
playing.
no
Yeah.
depth last year, and they
Huh?
had star players who stepped up.
Wait, who?
No, but the difference is
That star
their
players
starting
Liverpool?
11 was Champions League final worthy. Your starting 11 is not.
It's not Europa League final worthy.
It's true, bro.
No
That's
respect.
the truth hurts. Let's
Yeah,
keep
that
it
one
moving,
hurt,
man.
guys. There's no
Spurs.
defense.
It's gonna be colder in
Upset of the
No
weekend.
fucking
Spurs
defense,
won. Burnley 2.
Shit Spurs, man. Choking again.
Damn, bro.
Hey,
This
Harry
must have
Kane
hurt
comes
you.
back and you lose.
And he still
Dude,
got a
Harry
goal,
Kane
though.
comes back.
Should have came
Jinxed
back a
him.
lot earlier.
Harry Kane
Kane.
comes back, man. Looks brilliant. Fucking almost had a 35-yard rip top left.
This dude's
Top
a
left,
beast.
Ched.
This dude's a
Absolutely
beast.
a
Ched.
snapshot.
Ched.
Ended up getting a brilliant goal anyway, man. On the
Dude,
throw-in.
outside of the boot,
On a
left
f-
foot near post, like was at the near post.
Went
and
far
set
Son
the
was
post.
there. He could have dished it
Wow.
off, but he was like, nah.
Dude,
Like,
Son-
I got
Son-
this.
Like
That's
I've
on
seen
my
you
chest.
running my team. I've seen you sleeping with my wife, bro.
My
I
team.
need that girl back.
Saw him pulling up goose eggs in this game, man, for fantasy.
That hurt, bro.
Poor
But
choice.
It made no sense. So I picked up Lacazette and Iwobi this week for fantasy, which is good pickups because I saw Southampton, bunch of victims. But
Bunch
I
of
didn't,
victims,
I
bro.
didn't captain Lacazette, dude. I captained Son, and that was just emotional.
That little
Burnley
back heel.
away,
That was nice, like I said.
right? Burnley away, man. Burnley's looking like they're finding the form.
But it's I know Burnley has a great track record if you discount this season
Yeah.
against the top 6. But it's like, man, Spurs, you're third place. You just smoked Dortmund.
But like
You
this
know,
is
you guys
Al,
should be winning at least.
As much as I love Spurs, this is Spurs though. This is what
the
they
games
do.
they struggle with.
Expectations.
Like I love Spurs. I push Spurs all the time, but like I'm not detached from reality.
Just
That
another false
stays
dawn.
choking.
Guess
They
who was
stay
on the
choking.
call?
But as
Mike
long as
Dean.
dude, I
Let's
love
go,
Mike.
Mike.
Dean. I love Mike Dean so fucking much. 99 red cards in his career. He's cleared. I think he's the most by like 20 red cards, bro. There was some opportunities here to flash a 100th red. Kept his pocket.
Everybody
would
wanna be like Mike.
Dude,
I love this dude.
one of the
all
fun-
these stats
When he's not coaching Arsenal, refing Arsenal, I love him, bro. He's
the best.
fucking
Yeah.
entertaining.
Dude, Pochettino almost boxed him up too.
One of the
He's like,
funniest.
you can't say that to me. You can't say that to me. He's like, go away. Go away. Poch almost knocked him out.
Dude,
Bro.
one of the funniest memes was that Pochettino was flipping out at Mike Dean because he
Yeah.
wanted him to use the 100th red card. He's like, "You haven't used it yet. The fuck you waiting for? Use 100th. Why don't you get to 100?"
Dude, it was
But
great,
man, you never see Pochettino lose his cool
No.
ever. Like not in the press room, not in the mixed zone,
Not even on the sideline.
not on the
really.
sidelines. He's always cool, calm, collected.
Dude, but he called it. The problem is
Well,
He put
one
a lot
of the
of
problems was the corner kick that was a goal kick that ended up they conceded from. So that was
Yeah, he was pissed about that. Yeah, legit.
But like you look at the throw-in, obviously there's controversy about the throw-in.
The throw was
to the
moved up fucking
5
10, 20
yards.
yards, 10, 15 yards.
But like, look, man, Pochettino put a lot of pressure on his guys. He basically grabbed their nuts and said, "What are you guys about?"
Dude.
Before the game, he said, "This
That's
game
abuse.
is a cup
Yeah,
final.
cup final.
This game is a cup final."
Yeah, so
like,
he
when
put the
you're putting
pressure
that-
on his team.
And
What
they
happened?
choke.
What
They
happened when they
absolutely
got the
choked,
pressure,
dude.
man? Because
Absolutely choked, but-
this is significant for their hopes to win the title.
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking top
let's
four, they'll
pause.
probably
Tom,
make
let's
it.
Pause. No signings. They're in a title race. Well, they were up until this
They're
weekend.
never in it.
How
They're not in it.
fucking
I've been
crazy.
saying this for fucking weeks.
You get two
How
fingers.
crazy.
Hey, I'll give
They're
you
not
I'll give
in
it two
the
finger
title
claps.
race. They're not in it.
Fair enough.
They never
Top
will.
four.
They never will be.
Top four, no
give
signings.
a two-finger
Even
clap for that one.
Top four. It says a lot
Yeah.
about where Man United is. It says a lot about where Arsenal is. It says a lot about where Chelsea is. That these three teams can spend all kinds of money, have all kinds of flash, and for some fucking reason they let Tottenham hang
It's the
around.
Pochettino effect.
It's crazy, dude.
He did.
This guy should go to
he
Real
did it at
Madrid.
Southampton. He had Southampton battling for Europa.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
he had
This guy's
Southampton
a
top
baller.
10.
You should go to Real Madrid.
That's
like
it.
push Barca, being second the whole time, they'll being maybe switch
No, but
up
like-
sometimes and being
No,
first,
but the difference-
and then not win trophies. Go on, Poch. Go on and
so
do
now
it.
You're saying
Go to
Poch is
Madrid.
he's a serial loser.
It's not.
How you gonna hate
Fuck
Poch,
all
man?
the Spurs, dog. Spurs,
Man.
Daniel Levy, Kano. Oh, Danny Rose. He was good once upon a. You suck, bro. All right, fuck Spurs,
This is all
son.
Arsenal salt, man.
No
I get
respect.
it. Arsenal salt. All right, that wraps it up for that game, man. They're choking Spurs, but I
You
still
know, you
think
saw Chris Wood.
go for it, man. Fucking bum ass
If
Wood.
Huss was here, way to take up with Huss's boy.
Fucking Chris Wood and dude Barnes. Fucking,
Barnes lit us up at
fucking
Old
the
Trafford
beast.
too. Guy's
Dude,
a merchant,
this dude,
big team
man.
merchant.
Dude, Ashley Barnes and Chris
Barnesy.
Wood, two of the most physical guys in the Prem. But yeah, no, Burnley back on their feet. Looks like they're the fortress
Yeah, Chris
back.
Wood, I think,
Credit
has
to
5
Sean
goals in
Dyche.
like 6 games, too, so he is balling. No debate
Sneaky
about that.
fantasy, dude.
Quick,
Yeah, a little
quick
bit.
touch.
Yeah, let's do it. Leicester 1, Bournemouth 4. I had 1-1 here, man. I was
Bournemouth
these two
4?
teams- what was it? Bournemouth.
Come on, bro.
Palace.
Fuck.
Palace, my bad.
You
I
son
wrote it
of a
wrong
bitch.
here.
Fucking
You
try
son of
that.
a bitch.
My bad. I wrote it wrong
Ah,
here.
The
Palace
Eagles.
4.
The fucking Eagles.
Eagles.
Hit the
Where's the
Foxes.
come on, Eagles?
Breaking
Come on,
news
you
here. I'm sure
Eagles.
you guys heard this by the time you're listening to this, but Claude Puel fired
Later.
after 16 months. Tom called it yesterday.
Yo, you know what? As soon as I call it, I watched the compilation of Vince McMahon firing his "You're fired." That's all I could watch after I saw this news, man. Saw this one coming. I mean, dude. I mean, what are you gonna say, man? Leicester are in a difficult position. Their expectations are so high that like these dudes, they won the league title. Now they're falling off. I think you're back to reality. We know
That's it.
Puel and Jamie Vardy. There've been some
You know what the
things that's
problem
happened
was?
between them, but
You know what the problem was?
he got
Is
smacked by Palace. That's what the real problem was.
everybody besides Claude Puel, including the owners, backroom staff, fans, players, they all thought they were still the Leicester of 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Claude Puel is a mastermind and is like, nah, we ain't about this life.
Yeah.
let's finish cheeky 7th. Let's push for Europa. Baby steps. Everybody's like, nah, we're going for the title. We're gonna win. Jamie Vardy, catch it, get bang, all this shit.
Fortunate.
Claude Puel, and he's a good manager. And Tiki
Yes.
said it in the group yesterday, like literally right before he got fired. He's like, he's got these little foxes playing football because they didn't really play. I mean, they did their damn thing when they won the title, but they're playing proper football. And I think his beef with Jamie Vardy is ultimately what got him
It's
sacked.
not a beef, man. It was a contrasting view on philosophies. Vardy is very direct, old
That's
school.
beef, bro.
Hit me over the top,
That's
coach.
beef.
I want to fucking run onto it and shoot. You know, I want a one-time. I just want to
In 2019, that's beef.
speed and power. That's Jamie Vardy. In
Claude Puel's like, nah, we're gonna work it into the box.
dude, we're gonna make a few passes. That's all he's trying to fucking do.
Okay, but in 2019, that's
Leicester.
beef.
And man, in this
Who
game,
did-
the whole first half, they played well. They controlled the game. Palace didn't have a
I thought
sniff.
James Madison actually. He was
Dude,
pretty
Madison.
good. Yeah,
Oh.
he was out there.
Yeah, Madison Soprano.
Harvey Barnes, man, this is one of my favorite
Oh, this
players
kid,
coming up
right?
in the
I like
Prem,
him.
dude. 21 years old, but dude, like he's right-footed, but he plays on the left. He cuts him. He's got a great left
Who
foot.
is this?
He's
Harvey
fucking.
Barnes.
He's strong as fuck.
Javi?
He reminds me of Wayne Rooney, like as far as like he's young, but he's strong and he's fast.
Wayno?
He's got crazy work rate, man.
Look, Palace were
But,
just
like-
clinical. And Leicester did make some mistakes. I forgot who got
Dude, Harry Maguire
dispossessed.
fucked up. Harry Maguire fucked up for the Willie Zaha breakaway
when he
goal.
got it was
There was
Jordan
a
Ayew
penalty
took
from
it from
Johnny Evans, and Kasper Schmeichel had a fuck up of his own too. So it's not. It wasn't all Claude Puel's fault. I think it was harsh to fire him on this game. The players kind of let him down.
Yeah.
Because the tactics were there, they played great.
But
they
that, but
controlled
that,
the
but that's
game.
been the case
But
most of the
still
but-
lose
but
4-1.
individual errors cost in this
No,
game.
but-
I mean, on
4-1
the grand
to
scheme,
Crystal
but dude, you're
Palace,
Leicester
man.
City. What do you expect? Like,
But-
you need
But that's
some
that
stability.
exactly, man. So like,
But that's been the
It's
case
the-
all season with
dude,
Claude
dude,
Puel.
dude's got
Yeah,
Tilly,
but like-
dude, Tillemans and Ndidi and James Madison. That's a great midfield. Like you can work with that. You know, Christian Fuchs, Harry Maguire.
the problem is literally
Pereira.
Vardy not buying in until recently.
Yeah, it was
Vardy
just too
didn't
late.
buy into the tactics, and then he sets the tone for the rest of the team. You look at the squad; it's one of the youngest squads in the
The
league.
youngest
man.
hell, man. Everyone's under 25.
And like they're working on a project here. You got to phase out Jamie Vardy, and I know it's hard because he was the club
Dude, he's a
legend.
club
He's
legend.
the hero.
Never leaving.
He's a guy who chose to stay, but like that's the dangers of not evolving. That's why a guy like Wayne Rooney just had to go, dude, because he wasn't at the level, and two, he just wasn't producing what we needed him to produce. Vardy, yeah, he's still at the Prem level, but at Leicester, he wants to play the same way they did when they had Drinkwater and Conte.
And that's why
when they had
Vardy's
Mahrez.
unhappy. Is like, look, I'm not scoring as many goals because we're not doing the same thing we used to do. Just
That's
kick the
not
ball in
how
front
it
of me.
works, man.
I'll take
That's
care
the
of it.
problem. That's not how
And this
it
guy's
works.
philosophy.
Exactly.
Claude Puel, I tell you, he's a mastermind. He knew
is,
that
man.
it
Well,
wouldn't
listen,
work.
guys, when you try and change the club's philosophy, like Leicester won the league based on the philosophy of fucking speed and power.
Yeah,
We're
but-
gonna do
but
a lot
it-
of one.
that happened
fucking-
once.
But
a
it
lot
was-
of flicks, a lot of
but
fucking
look,
turns,
he
a
put
lot
a
of
Mourinho.
chips.
But more importantly,
But-
it was with certain players.
Exactly.
They had
players,
Mahrez, they had Drinkwater, they had Conte. Like, of
And
course,
Vardy.
Drinkwater is not that big, and Vardy
Yeah.
is not that
Those
big a
four,
deal
and
when
a
you
great-
look at him in
great
top
goalies.
6. But like when you look at that core working together, they could play that way. But as soon as they lost
No,
Conte,
but I'm
this
saying
whole
that
thing
was their
done.
that was their style of play.
But,
But
like-
because that was the only time it worked. You know
Exactly,
what
but
I
that's
mean?
that was my point to
That's
Tom
what they
about.
still
And that's
expect. They want
exactly.
the same. That's how we play. We
But
fucking
you know
one
what,
touch,
that's
we
my
fucking
point
flick.
with team
When
philosophy
it's your
is that-
best player, that's the thing with Vardy, right?
can't do
Vardy's
it,
their
though.
best player, and he wants to do, and he's influential, like
And
you're
the-
saying. He wants to play that old school way.
And the problem
I
is
think the
that
young
old
guys are
school
willing to
way
move forward.
is not giving him the ball; it's booting the ball forward. If he was like, "Yo, I need the ball more at my feet so I can turn, take people,"
We can
on,"
work with that.
I'd be like, "Okay, cool, Puel, you got to get the ball
No,
to
over the
feet."
top, son.
But
Over
he
the
just
top,
wants to
coach.
give up possession
To me,
and chase. Give up possession.
It's
the
the
top.
Mourinho Pogba thing. It's similar, and there's differences, but it's similar.
No,
The manager
I-
wanted to
I-
play a certain way. The best player didn't buy into it, and it also didn't philosophically match with the club's beliefs.
I think the problem is that that is a very similar situation when you say it out loud. I didn't even think of that. But like Leicester, they were doing that for a year, and that became their philosophy. With like, but for example, with Man United, we had like 20, 30 years of Sir Alex
Established.
football, and it was regardless of who was in the team.
Yeah.
Jesus Park, Tom Cleverley, or Paul Scholes and Ryan Giggs did the same thing. Same type of
No
play.
attacking football.
Same thing with Barcelona. Same
entertaining.
thing with Barcelona.
You know what I
It's
mean?
more established.
So like, that's why I'm like siding more with Claude Puel, is
Absolutely.
because like,
There's no identity at
you
Leicester.
the year that you won
There's no
the
philosophy.
year that you won the league at Leicester, you had the lowest odds of winning it. Like,
No doubt.
there was
And
no.
you gave up possession. Like, it's not like they dominated possession. They were just clinical. They had 1 or 2 chances. Vardy put it away. Omar's.
And they had special
Dogged
goals. I mean, that goal
defending.
that Vardy scored against Liverpool, that chip from
Yeah,
like
that's
a-
what I'm
They had a
saying,
lot
like-
of a few special goals, yeah.
you know what I
they had
mean?
special goals.
And
but,
plus,
like, they were
Vardy scored
quick.
25 goals that year.
You know what
Exactly,
I mean?
yeah.
So like,
They also
Mahrez
had
had like 15
Captain
and
Morgan
like
back there
17.
handling business.
For sure, man.
You know what I mean?
Him and
Robert
Huth.
Huth coming out
Yeah,
there.
so
there's
like
some
that's the
savages back
confusion with confusing a team that played well with a philosophy. What was Leicester's philosophy before they won the title?
They didn't have a
No,
philosophy.
you can tell me exactly.
Just
So like,
boot it. Old
assuming
school
that
English.
the year we won the Premier League, that should be our philosophy is
That's
wrong
wrong, yeah.
because you don't have the same players. You got to evolve. You got to back a guy like Claude Puel. You got to get Vardy on side. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Leicester's going to keep moving forward, but they're going to be a middle club.
But you
because they're
take
still trying to
nothing
chase-
away from my Crystal Palace
No,
Eagles.
you can't at all. You
Let's
can't
go.
at all.
That was
They
a nice
both.
long touch, and it needed to be a
Man.
long touch.
Absolutely.
Willie
Yeah.
Zaha
Talk about a
two
man
goals.
losing his
Bat
job.
Schweiger getting his first goal for the club off of fucking. I mean, it was a great goal as far as like he anticipated. Need it into the net.
Robin!
Batman.
Robin, yeah, woo!
Cardiff 1, Watford 5. My boy Delafeu here, man.
I
think he's
had Cardiff in this game. I was
I saw
rooting.
that. You were sneaky, bro. I was like, what is
I
this
was,
about?
I was trying to
This
ride
is
the
disrespect.
wave, man. But yeah, 5.
De La
I think
Feu with a
this is
hat trick, bro.
Hat
He's
trick
doing
and
the
an
damn
assist.
thing.
He's a beast, dude.
Peters formation for the win.
And he
Dude,
put
Troy-
that assist on a plate for what's his name?
Troy Deeney, 2
Yo.
goals and an assist.
Yo, did you see Deeney lift the shirt, bro? Flexing the abs. He's not fat anymore, bro.
fat as
He's
fuck,
working
dude.
out. He's working
Watch
out.
him when he doesn't flex. But man, ridiculous.
Deulofeu
game.
has some
Watford up
interest.
to 7th now in the league because of that. Which
Deulofeu has interest to go abroad. Milan want
Dude,
him back.
I was literally gonna say you should go to Milan or Inter, go somewhere in Italy.
he looked
like
good.
that
Man. He
mid-
needed to come.
mid-level
Like
club.
Edwin
But
van der
with
Sar
that, it
in
all
years
depends
past.
if Suso leaves
Stay.
because Suso is a much better player than
Stay.
Deulofeu
Stay.
is.
Why,
I think- you know why?
finally, he's actually like starting to find
You know
a
why?
club in a role where he's comfortable. He's playing
But
day
you know
in,
what it
day
is.
out.
You know what it is for
Stay
me,
for
man.
one more year.
He's okay. One more year, sure. I'll give him
Stay
that.
for one more year.
But for me, his talent, he's like Shaqiri at Stoke.
Yeah.
Like we all knew Shaqiri didn't belong there. He was the man, and he was getting the ball. Unfortunately, he's at Liverpool now, sharing time. But that's exactly the level it should be at. I think
No doubt.
Deulofeu going to like Milan or Inter is the same thing. Like he might not start every game, but they'll give
That's
him minutes.
my issue. He's 24 years old. He's been going through this. He
Yeah.
started at Barcelona. We saw he's a little prodigy. Too talented. You're not going to get in that team. Then where do you go
Everton.
next? Everton.
He
Could
balled
not-
at Everton. He
like,
balled at
He was
Everton.
all right, but he couldn't
He couldn't break in,
consistently
yeah.
break into the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
He went back to Barcelona, then he went to Milan, and then
Yep.
to Watford.
And he balled at Barca. When he went back on that loan, he actually started doing well because he was playing. I'm telling you, man, for me, one of the most fundamental things, important things to players, especially when at this age, 24, you have to play.
Yeah.
Get game time. Yes, you're not practicing with Messi and all these guys,
Yeah.
but you're playing in the games. You're being relied upon. You're the automatic starter. Do
No.
it until he's like 26, maybe.
Yeah, I agree
Then
with
make
you.
the move to the next
I
club.
agree with you. He's got to move at some point. But yeah, stay another year, stay another 2 years. Make
Bro,
sure
he
you got
finished
your shit
7th with
unlocked.
Watford. What? Well, you know,
How much
you
better?
should
How much
aim
better
to-
can you do
Yeah.
without going to a top 6 or a bigger
Well,
club?
look,
in Europe?
Next
if he
year,
goes
it's
there-
like,
if he
let's
goes-
make Europa
But if he
kind of
goes
thing.
next year to Milan and Milan opens up room, like you're saying, Milan sells a lot of their pieces. Dude, like I wouldn't.
Milan
fault
are on the
him for
comeback,
that, man.
too.
I wouldn't-
Milan
I
are on
wouldn't
the
fault
rise.
him.
He's going to Juventus.
I wouldn't
he could-
fault him,
He
dog.
could start at Milan
But-
if they open up some
I know, but
room.
Milan's like they're another unstable club right now.
Well, they're on the ascendancy right now.
Well, that's what they said when they got the new ownership, and then they spent
And they
over
took-
200 million. Then they went down.
Yeah.
Milan's been up and down
No,
for a
it's
long time. Now. It's
but
just
right
unstable.
at this point, like with
Watford's
Paqueta,
more stable than them.
Paqueta's a baller, and that Piatti character every game he's played in, he scored.
Yes, and
He's
but
about this life,
how
man.
many
I'm
games has he
saying
played
it.
in?
Thank you. Snacks jumps on too
That's
early,
what I'm
bro.
saying.
Second,
Way
in,
too
second in the league behind Ronaldo.
I'm not
in
doubting the
goals.
kid. I'm doubting the club. He's been there for 5-6 games. What's gonna happen when they go through the doldrums?
They
Is that
going
kid
through the
gonna be able
doldrums.
to- Come on,
They're
man.
coming back. Shout out Igor. I got you, Igor.
QuickTouch.
West Ham 3,
I'll touch
Fulham
you
1.
quickly.
Ooh.
Come on, you Hammers.
Hammers
Come on,
getting it done.
Chicharito.
Snacks
Come on, you
boys.
Issa motherfucking Diop.
Elisa
My
Diop,
favorite player in the league.
your favorite player of all time.
Dude, this kid's gonna be legit. He's gonna be a mainstay of this West Ham side. As long Manuel Pellegrini, man, he's putting on the clinic on how to fucking.
Stabilize the club.
Claude Puel should have watched how we did this, man. They both
Doesn't
had
have that
they both
pedigree,
kind of had a
man.
mixed bag of players that they inherited. I mean, Pellegrini was able to bring in a couple guys like Diop in the summer, but
I mean, when you
man,
bring
their
in guys
their
like
backline's
Pipe,
disciplined. Yeah, I mean,
Pipe.
it's always Fulham that you're
Chicharito,
Cheeches, man. He's
The
fucking
handball, too.
the handball goal, the snack, the
Handball.
volleyball spike.
But no, man, Manuel Pellegrini's he's assembled a great team, man. And you got Mark Noble with the experience, so he's the fucking old head, like
He
we
keeps
were
everyone
saying.
on side.
Like Hussey was bitching about with Liverpool. Frankly, I think Mark Noble's better than Jordan Henderson. I think he's more underrated. But dude, they get a nice squad as far as quality. I mean, and they bring on Arnautovic off the bench. He's coming back from injury.
Coming off from
But the ovation this guy
Lanzini
got
too.
when he subbed on, man. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, the fans will love you, Arnautovic. Like, why you want to leave
You know why, bro?
for China? I know for
money.
money, but dude,
Look, he's looking at his bash bro, Shaqiri, and he's seeing him play for Champions League. He's seen him play for league titles.
None of
He's
those
like,
teams
I
are
know-
interested in him. So he's
Yeah,
like,
because
I'll go
he's
get my bag somewhere
Exactly.
else.
He's like, look, rather than being a blue-collar dude struggling at West Ham week in, week out, trying to get wins for these dudes, I'm going to go get paid. So clearly the top 6 aren't about me. I'm going to go pad my pockets. Because he's
Make
good
money
enough.
somehow.
He's definitely should stay at West Ham. They love him. They start him. He has a perfect home. But his personal ambition and maybe a little bit of ego says, dude, I know you guys love me, but you're a 6 out of 10. I only date 8s.
I only date 8.
Fulham in trouble.
Not even 9.
Ryan Babel getting his first Fulham goal.
Fulham in trouble. Babel getting his first goal, as Snacks said. They scored in the 3rd minute. It was like, all right, early doors, get
And
in
he
there.
should have
get a
scored
goal.
before then too. He was in on a break. bobble, and then he just he hit it against the
fluffed
keeper's
it.
face.
He fluffed it.
He literally hit against the
By the
keeper's
way,
face.
Fulham
They're gone, bro. Bye
giving
bye.
up 61 goals. It's the most in the top 5 leagues in Europe. This team has 0 defense, bro. Ream, your boy Ream.
Tim Ream,
I'm
bro.
trying to stay strong, man. Just stay strong.
You say that
Tim.
every week, bro.
Bro, I'm with you every week. Just stay strong, bro. And
Just keep fighting.
Look, it's zonal marking on a corner kick. Dude, who flew in? It was Issa Diop, Hell's boy. That's who flew in on the
9
zonal
feet
marking.
tall. Ah!
Dude, and I just feel so bad for Claudio
Nah.
Ranieri, man. We talking about Leicester
I don't feel bad
earlier.
at all, bro.
This dude, man, he got set up. The fix was in, bro.
I don't feel bad.
The fix was in.
Sergio Rico thinks he could play out of his ass against us in the Champions
That was a
League
bad
last year.
error.
But you know what? He's getting fucking cucked on right now in the Premier League. You think you're about this life? Keeping us the shit Man United from last season? Nah, bro. Nah. Put those goals past them. I
Fulham-
hope they hit 100 before the season's over.
Fulham 8 points from safety.
I didn't know you had that much venom.
They're looking
I
like they're
hate him
going
so
down.
much. He made so many saves.
Newcastle 2, Huddersfield 0.
Go on,
Newcastle
Rafa.
finding their way, man. Rafa Benitez, as
better.
always, the Penguin out here doing
The
it, man.
penguin. He does look like the penguin. And they were up by an early red card. Was it Tim Smith?
Yeah.
Tim Smith.
Tommy Smith.
That's
Tommy Smith.
a very boring
Tommy
name.
Smith back.
Something
Dude,
Smith.
this is
bro.
a
Bro,
relegation. This is a relegation game, man.
Yeah,
this
no,
could
that
have. What was it?
Leg
Almiron?
breaker, yeah.
Dude, this
Miguel.
could have ruined
Look,
his career, man.
This was Almiron. This was Almiron getting under the skins of this back line because the first, I think, 10 minutes or so, he goes in on a break, taking people on, breaking people down. He hits the post. I think Smith was just like, yo, this is your debut, home debut, EPL. You're, an MLS guy. What the fuck's the MLS?
Slow him down.
You're from Paraguay. Like, who gives a fuck? Welcome to the
how many-
EPL.
You know what I actually think? I think
I think
Jordan
it's-
Henderson did this to Marcus Rashford, but I think it was tactically because I think he was the one who got in on the challenge on his ankle just to kind of slow him down.
No, but he hurt him. So,
He
that's
hurt
why
it, bro.
Rashford was hurt the rest of the game.
Yeah,
because
bro.
right away, you slow him
And
down, dude. If a guy's
gotta-
speed
you gotta do that.
hit his fucking ankle. Like,
in the beginning of the game too.
that's it.
In the beginning of the
Where
game
they
while he's
won't get
cold.
yellowed. Yeah.
And I just want to bring that up because I think
No,
this
it's
one
brilliant.
was just
No,
straight
this one was
red.
too much.
It was a
Yeah.
point I forgot to bring up.
Yeah, no, it
That's
was brilliant tactics by Jordan Hendo, bro. It punished United, but I'd be the same way, man. You
That's
got your
smart.
best player.
That's smart.
Stepping
We'll
on
see
your
in the
ankle.
I'm
right
just
away.
gonna
We'll
step
see it
on
in the
your
summer.
ankle
We'll see it
real
in the
quick.
summer league,
Yeah.
Tiki.
Oh hell yeah!
We need the enforcer there.
You don't
to
get
say-
by me for free, bro.
I
It's
mean,
either
we're on the
ball
same
goes by or
team.
me.
We're on the same
No, I
team.
mean, I was talking to
God, I hate
hypothetical
totally.
whoever's out there
Got
listening
it,
to this
got
shit.
Newcastle taking care of business. Hey, shout out to Longstaff. Yo,
What a name, huh?
this dude. Ever since he's been in this Newcastle
Dude, he's
squad,
balling, right?
bro, they've
Out
been
of
solid
nowhere.
in the middle.
Oh
They've been
yeah,
solid.
Harry Potter style, bro. But Newcastle looks like they might be safe. They're 6 points off safety. You never know. No, not 6 points.
Off
4
of it.
points off safety. You never know. 2 bad losses in a row could get you in that relegation league. But they're in decent form. I'm happy for Rafa, man. There's a guy I always respect, even though he's ex-Liverpool. The fact that he went in the championship and brought him right back, he proved right there he's a manager. He knows what he's doing. But I'm glad he's getting some help at Newcastle. Bournemouth won, Wolves won. This was a game where I thought there was going to be more goals.
No Tutu Santo.
But this was
Ow.
this was an aggressive
That's all you
game.
get this week, man. That's all you get this week, man.
These teams had no respect for each other whatsoever. No fear for each other. Bournemouth coming in hobbled, missing most of their starters. Guys like what's his name, Callum Wilson,
Brooksy.
Brooksy as
And
well.
it shouldn't have been a pen. Ryan Fraser getting fouled on the outside of the box. Sneaks it in, man, and he's rewarded.
There was
Bournemouth.
justice there. They ended up missing it.
Yeah,
Josh
okay,
King
yeah.
ended
Street
up missing
justice,
it,
street
so,
justice,
like, yeah,
okay.
the
I thought
gods-
you meant in the call.
Oh no.
Hey,
No,
ball
the
don't
call was
lie.
wrong.
Ball don't lie.
Shout out to
that's a
Sheed.
technical foul now in the
Shout out to
NBA.
Rasheed Wallace, bro.
Yeah, that is a technical foul now.
Yeah, but
But-
Jimenez scores himself a I love this dude, man.
Yeah,
Out
this
here
dude's
doing
good.
it, dude.
Dude, Raul.
Dude, I didn't know he was on loan.
Yeah.
He's on loan.
On loan from
bro.
Atletico.
They gotta finalize this deal. Make it permanent this summer.
I just want to say that Adama Traore is like Ronnie Coleman. He's like a young
Good
Ronnie
call,
Coleman.
dude. He's so jacked for no reason.
Dude, like
bro.
he
There's
fell
no
down
need
and
to
up,
be
like
that
his shorts couldn't get past like the fucking upper thigh. Like he was like,
Dude, it felt so
like,
weird.
dude, you're fucking huge.
Dude, they were
His
behind
neck.
him. He was running with the ball. The camera
He's so
was like
fast,
looking
though.
behind him. You just see his
Ghost.
like tight butt cheeks, bro. Like it's like, yo, get some bigger shorts, man.
Dude,
like,
he's
what are you
all
doing?
muscle. Those are XLs.
Pants are like up.
Those are XL shorts, dude. You don't understand. He's got 38 waist, right?
Dude's a beast, man.
Playing pro footy, son.
Dude, he's so fast. His touches are erratic, given his body. Like, I'm not surprised. It's like watching Arnold Schwarzenegger try and play soccer. Like, you're too
It's like watching Lukaku
you're
try to
too
play soccer.
jacked.
But I think over 2 to 3 yards, maybe 5 yards, he's the fastest player
Dude,
in
he's
the
the
league.
fastest guy you've seen in the EPL.
Absolutely
Yeah, he's
crazy.
a problem.
Dude, he had no room on the sideline. He had maybe like 3 yards. Still pushed it by a guy. I'm like, how do you push a ball by when you have 3 yards to work with?
And
Test the
you're
ropes, man.
300
Test
pounds.
the
You know?
ropes. Official, bro.
He's an
He'll
absolute
move
beast,
you.
dude.
He will move you, man.
But no, I think this is a fair result for Bournemouth Wolves. I think these are the 2 teams outside of the top 6 I respect the most.
Class
'Cause
on
of their
grass right
philosophy, man.
Yeah, Wolves
Put the
kind
ball
of
down and
nipped
play.
it, you know, in the end. You know,
Yeah.
Bournemouth at home.
Yeah, they did. And Wolves should have lost with that
Oh,
penalty. if
Josh,
they
you
converted.
fucking diving Frasian bitch.
Look, it was contact, bro.
Dude, and then he's
It was
bitching
contact.
at someone else for getting stepped on, like in the 90th. I was fucking heated.
Hypocritical,
Little
bro. Hypocritical.
Piece of shit.
But yeah, that wraps it up.
And I like Ryan Fraser too. I used to.
Oh, for sure, man.
I used to like him until then.
That wraps it up for Premier League Matchday 27 review. Real quick before we wrap up, there's midweek Premier League as well. But before we jump into that, let's talk about Sevilla 2, Barcelona 4. Messi
Fucking
out here
bullshit game,
lighting
dude.
up Twitter
Dude,
with his hat trick. Right foot, left foot, chips.
it wasn't looking good for Barca. Go into half down 2-1. And then these dudes show heart,
Enter
man.
Messi, bro.
Enter
Messi.
Valverde just got an extension as well at Barca.
Dude, but it's so fucked up.
Man,
like,
what-
Like, they're dipping their toe into the extension. They give him 1 year.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, look, you're not bad enough to be fired. We'll give you
We'll give you one more
little
year.
bit more.
Hey,
like,
son.
that's so much pressure, bro.
Squeaky bum time.
It is,
Squeaky
man.
bum time the
It
whole
is.
time. We can't afford for you to relax and think that you're the man. But Messi, man, what can you say about this dude?
His
bro?
50th
career hat trick.
Jeez.
Ronaldo's
Louise.
51, and by the
Still-
way,
Let's
Ronaldo was-
fucking go, fuck you, Messi.
and Ronaldo was at Man United for, I think, what? Messi was in La Liga for like 4 years or 5 years, head start on Ronaldo.
Oh,
Ronaldo
yeah.
has more hat tricks than him.
That's 'cause
Obviously,
Ronaldo's
Messi's
the
going to
GOAT.
surpass him.
How's
Gonna
that
surpass
obvious,
him,
bro?
but, like-
How's that obvious? What if Ronaldo keeps scoring
You
hat
don't think
tricks?
Messi in his career has 2 more hat tricks in him?
Nah.
I love that answer, bro. That was a great answer, bro.
Nah.
Dude, you know what's
great
bullshit
No,
about? You know what's bullshit
realistically,
about?
yes,
that?
he's got like 3 or 4 to be honest.
That's it.
But Ronaldo, he's got a couple. He's got at
I think
least 2.
Ronaldo- no,
He's got at least 2, bro.
No, but La Liga. Ronaldo has no more hat
Bro,
tricks.
Messi
Oh,
plays against.
I thought it was
against
50
trash
career.
squads
Yeah,
sometimes
man.
in Copa del Rey, dude. Oh, you
No,
saying
no,
La
La
Liga?
Liga. But even
That
still,
too. That
even
too.
That too,
man.
bro.
That too,
It's just
bro.
some
Oh, the-
garbage
some
team.
relegation.
Nah, but yeah, you know what? You know
No,
what? In that case,
Ronaldo's-
I thought it was career, and I was like,
Oh, no,
there's
Ronaldo-
no way, bro.
No, Ronaldo's his career, 51.
Oh, and Messi's 50
Yeah,
'cause
United,
he's La
Madrid,
Liga.
Juve, and Portugal.
Gotcha, my
Luis
bad.
Suarez is 29. He's third on the list. Ajax, Barca.
Where's Harry Kane?
Then you get, he'll be there,
No, I'm just
man.
wondering.
But dude, you go like,
Where's Aubameyang, bro? Where's Aubameyang, bro?
Hey, he's
But
not
dude,
considered
but
the best striker in the
think
world.
about this though, man.
Not even close.
Without Messi
up there.
and
He's up there.
Ronaldo, I mean, Luis Suarez got 29. Like that'd be fucking
That's
ridiculous.
100 hat tricks just off. Just wipe them off the fucking plate.
Yeah.
Basically. Like, that's insane. We're blessed to live in this time, man.
We're
Absolutely
blessed to watch
see
the
two
best player in the
giants.
world at Juventus, Cristiano Ronaldo, do the damn
But dude,
thing.
Messi's bullshit, man. Like
He's
Come on,
bullshit.
bro.
He's bullshit.
Come on, man. You can be pro CR7
Let me
without
explain.
being anti-Messi,
Let me
bro.
explain.
Let's hear this,
Let me
man.
explain.
I don't like the intro, bro.
dude, he's bullshit, bro. He's Michael Jordan getting layups, like hey, like and he just jumping, slam dunk, dude, just fucking breaking the glass with every fucking slam dunk, and it's like, dude, like you're getting laid up, like
Look, he's getting
it's
laid up.
his team,
Yeah.
it's structured around him,
Yeah,
the
for
philosophy is structured around
For sure.
him.
For sure.
It's like, dude, just fucking.
He's
But the difference-
finishing.
but I will
He's
say, man,
executing.
dude, shut up.
That's huge.
With the thing that kills me is that he gets left alone around the 18 way too easily. And I know he's shifty or like he kind of drops off. He's a genius in what he does. But dude,
That's
you
'cause
got
he
a
gets too
man
much
mark. You
respect.
got a man
Yeah,
mark
he gets
around
too
the-
much
Dude,
respect.
just man mark him because he's gonna make a late run.
Yeah.
The ball's gonna squeak out to him. He's getting one touch.
Just
to
as soon as
Sevilla.
you're in the final third, just have someone just chase him around.
That's it. That's
No,
all.
the problem
And
with that is,
Sevilla,
bro, he's gonna
Sevilla
get right
had
by
him.
him, man. That's
Sevilla
the
let him
problem. He's
open,
gonna get
man.
right by
No,
him.
no. If you get right by him, cool. But like if Messi gets
least
the ball
saying you were
and
there.
he's got a 3-yard fucking circumference around him,
That's all he
there's
needs, man.
something
He needs
wrong.
1 yard.
Exactly. There's something wrong in your
Trust me, man. I
fundamentals.
think it's. I agree with you. He should be man marked. But when you don't man mark, they fall into that Barca lull you to sleep. They
Oh, for
lull
sure.
you to sleep, and
What's-
he's got other teammates who are dangerous.
Fine.
He's got Luis
Let them-
Suarez.
let them
He's
have
got
it.
to worry
No,
about.
Give
that's
it
what
to
I
him.
was saying.
Yeah.
That's why he
Give it
hates
to
him,
him.
because
No, I
he's-
agree. He should
yeah.
be man marked, just like the job Ande Herrera, your boy, did to Eden Hazard.
Just once you get so deep,
you need
know?
that. That's what you need
Once
on
you
Messi.
get into the final third, it's like, all right, dude, someone's gonna track back and just.
That's it, and you
whoever's-
discuss it all week.
Whoever's
Look,
closer.
guys, game
marks
plan
it.
was working at halftime. Sevilla's up 2-1.
True.
You know, they're feeling good. They're
And
like,
where
look,
do they?
we
Where
don't
do
need
they
a man
fail?
mark, Messi. We
Where
got
do they
this.
fail?
Who?
Bat.
Messi. They gave
Right
it to Messi.
foot. Right foot Messi. Dude, in his first goal, fucking left foot volley.
That was filth.
Top of the
That was
box.
filth.
I mean, like, I'm anti-Messi because he took 2 Champions Leagues for me, but, like,
I'm just saying,
he's,
man.
he's incredible.
CR7's Juventus lost 2-0 to Atletico this week. So, I mean,
Hey, man,
as
5.
Where does it
5,
stand
5,
right
0.
now?
5-0.
Currently, guys, come on.
I think there's too much with
No,
Juventus.
currently, I still give Ronaldo a slight edge, dude. Champions League, sure, man. If you're looking at Champions League,
Champions League. Overall, he's
dude,
been
he's
killing
the
in
top
the league
scorer
too.
in
He's been
Italy.
killing in the
Top
league too.
scorer in Italy. He's absolutely beasting. He's got hat tricks in Italy. He's scoring goals over the shoulder, volleys. Like, he's still the same Ronaldo. It's just a different league. But now,
The way
now,
Messi does
best.
it, dog.
no,
5-0.
Messi for sure
The
is
way
prettier.
he's doing it, dog.
My
But
hand.
that's-
Count the fingers.
All right, what
Cinco, bro.
5 Champions League.
He's the best in the world, bro. It's not even comparable, bro. He's the best in the world.
I know you don't even believe yourself when you say
No,
that.
listen. Messi's about this damn life. He's clearly 100% number 2. Number 1 is Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
Look,
Wildin', man.
always the edge will be,
You
like
wildin'.
Al is saying, the team was built for him, everything was built for him. I wonder how it would have played out if Messi all of a sudden, 4 or 5 years ago, went to City and tried to bring them up. Or went to
It would
Bayern.
be different.
Look,
Like
he doesn't have to
his
go to
numbers would
Everton.
his
I
numbers
wonder-
would be different. He'd still be the same baller. He'd still win.
No, but,
win
like,
stuff.
would he-
but, like,
would
his
he have
numbers
that kind
wouldn't
of-
be fucking ridiculous.
But we don't know.
I
We don't know because
I
Ronaldo's
don't think
numbers
they
would
would
be.
I wonder
Gotcha.
if Pep would win the league with Arsenal, or you know what I mean. Like, we want a lot of things,
No,
but
but,
what
like,
we
the
do know
debate-
is when
Oh,
he does
I can-
have the quality.
I can answer that question.
When he is surrounded with whatever, if the system's built around him, he delivers, dog.
No, he delivers.
executes
He delivers
goals.
in Barcelona. He
He
doesn't deliver in
executes goals.
Argentina.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, we saw him away from Barca.
Yeah.
His only other
Oh, you know who
test
delivers for
is
Portugal, though?
internationally.
Ronaldo.
Exactly, bro.
winning these
I can't
Euros,
doubt
huh?
that. I can't doubt that.
Ronaldo's
I can't
produced
doubt the
on every
international.
stage. Man
doubt
United,
the international.
Real Madrid,
Juventus.
Juventus, and Portugal. 4 stages,
Hey,
produced
dog,
in
hey.
all 4. Messi, 2 stages, produces in 1. And it's a big dip between that second stage and that first stage.
Argentine
That's
thing
his
is
only
real.
create-
The Argentine
that's-
thing's real.
But when you look at YouTube, like, oh, here's Messi taking on people, scoring hat
That's what I'm
tricks.
saying, how he
Individually,
does it.
it's pretty.
The-
but as far as... That's why Ronaldo, for me, will always get the edge because he did it. He's a conquering marauder, bro.
He
He's
is
a Viking.
Alexander the Great.
He's a Viking.
He is Alexander the Great.
He left his
You know
home
Alexander the Great?
and took
I'm
over
Alexander the
world.
Great.
He's not Alexander the
I'm the
Great,
Tyler
bro.
Type.
Alexander the Great,
He's
bro.
fucking, what's his name?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
No, bro.
know,
Even
man.
better. He's Genghis Khan, bro.
You look at
Genghis
technology-
Khan
I
is
don't know
what?
about
Like
that.
13% of the Asian population has his DNA in it. It's fucking insane.
I mean, he
bro.
slayed, but
Took
like
over.
Alexander
Silk Road,
bro.
Silk Road.
Alexander the
Genghis
Great
Khan.
literally took over the world.
No, he didn't.
He took over
No, he
all of
didn't.
Europe, bro.
Europe's not
and
the
he went
world.
to
Yes,
Africa.
not the world,
He didn't
though.
take over Africa,
It's not
bro.
the world.
Africa was split up by everyone.
Took Egypt, bro. Took
That's
over.
not
Egypt.
Africa. Like, that's not. It's a country in Africa. It's not Africa. You take Egypt. Who took South Africa? The English did. Who
English
took
did,
Angola? The Portuguese did. It was all split. Who took Ivory Coast? The French did. It was all broken up.
PFC history.
It's like thousands of years before France even existed.
All right,
But,
well,
you know,
Messi-
it's just- we're talking ancient
Think of it
times.
like this.
But
Think
yo,
of it like
man.
this. Ready? Cristiano Ronaldo is Sherlock Holmes, and Messi is Watson.
No, you bugging. You bugging, man.
Got it.
You guys are doing too much out here, man. You're doing too much. That's just
All right.
Man U bullshit handshake.
That wraps it up for that quick game. But like I said, we got midweek action here, guys. Get your fantasy set. Tuesday, February 26th. We got Cardiff, Everton, Huddersfield, Wolves, Leicester, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley. Pretty boring Tuesday. But Wednesday, the action starts.
You got United
We
Chelsea.
got Arsenal, Bournemouth, Southampton, Fulham, Chelsea, Spurs. Big one, London derby there. Palace United. Palace can always fuck a team up.
Yeah, they
Liverpool-
almost had us last season.
See how many
They almost
goals were
did.
scored this weekend?
Liverpool, Wolves.
I feel like
Dude,
it's gonna
it was
be a dip.
defenseless weekend.
I feel like it's gonna dip.
Yeah, because every
It-
coach this week's going to be
It's just like
working on
up, down,
defensive
up.
shade.
Yeah. So I wouldn't
Like,
for
hey,
fantasy.
pack
I
it
wouldn't
in.
expect it to
Solskjaer
be
ain't-
a banger.
He's gonna go to Luke Shaw and be like, "Yo, whoever's on the right wing, put him in your back pocket."
Zaha.
Zaha,
Come get some.
Zaha, back pocket, back pocket.
You didn't
And
check
Man
that.
City,
You got a hole in his
West
pocket.
Ham. So it
a
looks
hole.
like with these matchups, Arsenal should not TCB, but they should beat Bournemouth if they're serious about top 4. Chelsea Spurs, that's up in the air for me. That's the one I want to focus on. What do you think the result is here? Spurs coming off an embarrassing loss. Chelsea obviously frustrated with Carabao Cup.
Harry
And a
came back.
struggling manager.
Harry came back. Is Spurs away? Spurs home.
Spurs away.
Is that Wembley?
It's at Stamford.
Oh, is that Stamford Bridge?
Stamford Bridge, yep.
I mean, it all depends if Chelsea can rebound. We'll see in the news this week how the mood is in the locker room. That's gonna be a big factor. But I think even on paper, with Kane back, I think he gave it to Spurs.
Bro, if Sarri's not fired after this debacle,
I don't think he will be fired.
in the final, he will be fired after the Spurs game because they're gonna lose, and I think they're gonna lose.
You think they're gonna lose?
Pretty
Damn,
ugly.
bro. You're a Spurs fan now?
Nah, I'm just not a Sarri fan.
Yeah, I think, man, I got a draw here. I think Pochettino's a bit.
I don't know that was an option, man. I thought we were going to win-lose. Come on.
Come on, man. This is soccer, bro. This is not, America.
You're playing the safe bets
This is
over
English.
here.
Spurs winning 3-0. Goes from Kane, Son, and Eriksen.
Damn, I like it, man. The trident. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. Before we go, anything else before we wrap up?
Dybala and Juventus have some beef, but that's for...
Oh, yeah, and Allegri, too.
Yeah, bro.
Looking like
Hey,
Jose might go
United,
down.
we'll just throw him a check for like 80 mil. Yo, we'll take him.
Who?
We'll take him. Dybala, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take Dybala.
Oh, no, for sure, man. For sure.
What
Creativity.
I'll say is like and comment the page, please. You guys, we appreciate your support. You listen. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. Go to iTunes, subscribe, give us a 5-star, give us some comments. What are your thoughts? What do you like? What don't you like? Come on, hit us up. Takes 2 minutes.
Salah sucks.
Yeah.